Hi, I think this worked. Hello, friends. Hi, everyone. Is the music too loud compared to my voice? We are listening to relaxing Nintendo games music for Christmas, tilde holidays. Tree emoji, snowflake emoji. That's not the button I wanted to press. That is this is right in the way of chat. There we go. Hi, friends. Hi, if I sound tired, I am. That's okay. Oh, I need to tweet this and okay, I'm hitting tweet. Hitting tweet. Oh, I had my own stream playing in the background. That's not how that should happen. I was like, I hear some punk ass talking, and it was me. I was the punk ass. Also, yeah, I tweeted about it earlier. I didn't have the link, obviously, but I did tweet about the stream. Today's been a day. I did have a plan, and then I ate some curry, and then basically I had to make do with what I had available, and what I had available was this image of Shadow the Hedgehog with Sephiroth's Masamune sword, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, hi everybody. Oh, we should have been on the startup screen. I needed to see if chat was gonna work though, so we'll just let it go. Hi. Hi. Do I sound manic? I am. Stream is sort of quiet as a whole. Stream is sort of quiet. How about now? Does this sound better? That looks about right to me. Well, maybe we could go a little higher. Why is my microphone quiet? Huh. Did it? Okay. All right. You know how it is. You know how it is. You think you've got it all figured out, and then all the fucking settings change without you asking. Yeah. Yeah. So hi, everybody. I hope your December is going well. I hope you've been enjoying, the Alphonse and Seth series. I thought it would be a cute idea to revisit Stardew Valley for old school fans of YuuriVoice. You will remember my very first streams were Stardew Valley streams, back when I was just a wee bitty baby, not on the YouTubes, not anywhere, and well, Tumblr, but what is Tumblr really, you know? Yeah, yeah, going back to Stardew Valley, they just dropped a huge patch, and yeah, it just seemed fitting to go back to not just Stardew Valley, but this is also where, you know, where Alphonse spawned from was Stardew Valley. He was just a character of mine. He was my NPC, or my PC. And now to go back playing as Seth, that's pretty cute, I think. So yeah. Veppy tipped $5 and said, Stardew stream, hell yeah. I hear it in your voice, Veppy. That makes me very happy. Thank you so much. But yeah, oh, look at that, Alphonse. Janky tipped $5 and said, Ovo. Thank you, Jackie, for the $5. Yeah. And I see in the chat some people aren't caught up with the series or whatever. It is now all in a very convenient playlist titled Bittersweet, the Seth and Alphonse story, or Alphonse and Seth story, whichever way. And yeah, it's been a long time coming. I needed to do it. So yeah, we did that. I have tweeted out that I am streaming. I have Tumblred that I am streaming. So I guess we're gonna give this a go. Oh, let me pull up YouTube. Okay, there we go. Yeah, some anonymous person on Tumblr suggested that ship name, and I love the name so much that it's not even just the ship name. It's like the name of the series. It just makes so much sense to me. So I can hide my bite. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I meant to do. I have some mods that I haven't used in a million years. There we go. Look, I've already wasted 30 minutes. I'm a min-maxer when it comes to this game. Oh, Thu. Thu tipped $69.69. Said, happy Stardew stream and early Merry Christmas. I love you, man. Thank you, Thu. I love you too. So much. Thanks. That's very sweet. I really have no idea. So I love Stardew. I've played it a ton. Why is that so loud? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what mods are going to work, what mods are not going to work. On my first day, I have 500. When is Homeboys? Yeah, oh my god. I'm so stressed. This is why I never... Why is it so loud in my ear hole? You can turn this shit way down. I want the bloops and the blops, but not so loud. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna clear us a little path real quick. Just enough to get us enough space to work with. But yeah, my problem with Stardew is that I will start a file and play for like the first year, maybe 2, and then I am satisfied and I quit. So like I've only gotten married like once to Leah, I think it was. Wow, this music is really like, this is not the festive holiday. This is like the we're at church. We're all very uncomfortable. The organ player is weird and smells funny. All right, that works. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Parsnips. Yeah, the Nintendo holiday playlists are usually very cute. Yeah, I tried Shane one time. I like Shane. He's just not, like, for me. I like him as a character, but not necessarily, like, my choice. Alright, cool. So the NPC locator is broken. The hover tool, the UI is broken. I hate it. Let me put on a better playlist. I'm sick of this. Please. Alright, it's a little louder than before. Oh god, okay. Right about there. Lots of alerts are happening, so let me go peep those. Oh, Skella tipped $5. Bittersweet Universe coming full circle here. Skella, I have, I picked up stuff from the P.O. box. So I have things from people. Skella, I have what you've sent. I have not opened it yet. I haven't opened anything yet. Bubbles the Asgardian tipped $20, said happy holidays. Bubbles, I also have what you've sent. Jocko tipped $10. Since we're at church, I suppose. Hallelujah. Thank you. Pass the, oh, what are those called? They're not it's tips, but for churches. Thu, help me. What's that called?
I was gonna say communion wafers, but that's not what you're talking about.
That is not it. Yeah, no, this is no. We're
tips for church. Is it a tithe?
Tithe. Yeah, the tithe plate. There you go. Pass it around.
Know. Do I go to church? I don't go to church.
I mean, for as long as I did.
Okay, I had it right. Tithe.
Sid Spencer has tipped $15. Says, my sister and I absolutely adore your channel. I'm a Finn fan and she loves Alphonse. You're an amazing and gifted person. Much love from me and my sister. Happy holidays. That is so sweet. And I love that. Bonding over fictional boys. Really, that's you know, my brain, I'm not very witty tonight. So you'll have to forgive me. Is the music a little louder than it was? I feel like it is. I've put it down a little so the Christmas cheer doesn't overtake my inability to fucking remember what a tithe is. No, you didn't spook me through. I'd be knowing. Yeah, okay. What was I doing? Oh, right. Yeah, I got things from the P.O. box. If you would like me to open that on stream, Skella and Bubbles, I can do that. If anyone else who I can't, because obviously, like, names that on things that have been shipped, I'm gonna not know who is what and why. You let me know. Yeah. Hex Lazarus tipped $3, says season's greetings, Yuri. Also, hashtag let me romance Krobus 2020. Krobus. Alright. No one's gonna be surprised when I'm like, go ahead and let me holler at Krobus. Haraya tipped $10, says hello and happy holidays. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you all. Y'all are very sweet. Yeah, okay. So I haven't played Stardew in like over 2 years. It might be 2 years. So I've forgotten my method for everything. I used to, oh, okay. I'm already going as fast as I can. Right. Okay. Monday. Now, Homeboy is open today, so I need to, yes. All right, cool. Hello, Gus. Nobody's got new portraits for this. It's fairly vanilla Stardew. I tried to do, there's a mod that's Stardew Expanded. It's like a huge expansion. all mods and really neat. And oh shit. Oh, I don't have a lot of room. Here, you take the leek. Give me that boy. And I hate this. Don't you want to buy my dirt? Oh, okay. And a potate. Wait, actually, the thought is I should probably do the one that takes too long. So we get more potate. And I need a bean. Just one bean, I think. I don't need many bean. I just want to ship the bean. Can I just... What if I just... Is this going to be weird? Am I going to make a bad impression? Oh my god. Just... Oh, I can do this. Okay. I literally don't need that right now. There. Okay. I feel... Yes, let's... We're off to a great start. Okay, alright. And then... Do I want to... do... 7 days for jazz. Do you like jazz? Haha, meme. That's a meme. Okay. So let's then get many quick math. One, 2, 3, 4, and 2 potate. Fantastic. It's been a pleasure to meet you all. Is there anyone else I can harass? Yes. Hello. Hello, young lady. Yep, that's me. That's me, all right. See, why did they go with like the creepy music in that last playlist we were listening to? This is what I'm talking about. I feel like I should be able to walk faster, though. Is there anyone else I need to specifically go find on a Monday? Well, hi. Hi, Penny. I bet Penny's a freak. Y'all know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Hey! Hey! Hi, Sam. Hello, Haley. Haley is real hard to deal with. All right, do I need to... What if I go... Oh, I can't even enter the community center yet, can I? Is that how that works? It's gonna be locked. Oh, this mod worked! This mod worked! Ah, that brings me unmitigated joy. It is locked, okay. Some of the creatures are all Ghibli inspired now. Oh shit. What's up, Doc? Did I talk to you in there? I did, didn't I? Wait, no, Leah. Come back. Come. Hi. Oh shit. Wait, can you sell stuff in here now? Is that how that works? No. No? Huh. I don't know what that was. Anywho, come back, friends. I love that. Good mod. It's so far, I think it's the only one that's actually working. So chat, if you would like, as we're just vibing and doing our thing today, if you would like to ask any questions or whatever, have any comments you would like me to see, you know, bring up whatever in the chat, ask your questions and whatnot, and one of our lovely mods will grab that, and I will, in intervals, answer questions and stuff. I'm feeling really good about this. Like, I feel really good about this start. Let's... This music is still a little loud to me. Can I turn it down in my... ear holes? I can. Oh, bless. I can hear myself think. Before I waste the rest of my load, let's see. Let's see. Have I missed anything? It's Q-Teen. Q-Teen. Sorry if I butchered that. Has tipped $5 and said, "Hey Yuri, just wanted to say thanks for your vids. They have helped me through tough times. I can't thank you enough." Well, thank you. Thank you so much for your generosity and your kind words. I really appreciate that. I've been flooded with a lot of really kind messages lately, especially after yesterday. If you follow me on Twitter, which I'm pretty sure if you're here, you probably do. I mentioned some of my frustration with folks who are so adamant about discussing the shipping aspect of the story, whether you don't want it to be poly or you want poly or whatever, either side of the fence. What kills me is, like, you know, I put a lot of heart and soul into it, and the story's not about that right now, for sure, not right now. It's a little soul crushing when, to my mind, the way that audio ends is really, really heartrending in a good way. And to think, if the first thing you jump to at the thought of Alphonse taking Seth's hand to walk him to go talk to his dad is, oh my god, is he gonna leave me? Oh my god, is he gonna steal my man or whatever? Like, I don't know. You gotta work on yourself. Because that's not what a person should think when you see two people you think about, you know, bonding and oh, cat. Momiji's here to step all over the keyboard. Yeah. Anywho, people sent me a ton of really nice messages about it. And people are welcome to feel however they want to feel. I'm happy you feel anything about my work, whether, you know, you're worried about how things are going to go or whatever. I think any artist's goal is to make people feel something. And even if it's not the intended feeling, I am happy that people are so invested that they would feel a pang of jealousy or something. That's really cool. But I've taken measures to try and avoid that, you know? I've tried to very clearly show that with boundaries and communication and love, you can not have to worry about that. And a betrayal of trust is not part of the plot. So yeah, Momiji's here. She's doing good. I'm sure somebody's asked that, so I'm not going to go into any further detail. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say. Sorry, I'm very scattered. It's all over the place right now. So let's just finish this day. How about that? We finish the day. Oh, Momiji's here, and she is just staring at the screen. I know. That's Seth. He's swinging his little axe. The music isn't too loud, right? I've had to turn it down in my earphones, but I know on stream I've lowered it a lot. No, cat, please. Alright, okay, alright. Goodbye. I love her to death, but she has slept all day, and she thinks it's time to raise hell. And it is not. It is time to stream. Oh, Soot Sprite! Oh, best mod. Alright, I'm just trying to clear this little area around here so we can expand our farming prospects. God, I keep forgetting what day it is. I'm a mess. I hope if you guys are doing any holiday things, I hope you've been able to like actually accomplish things. It took every ounce of energy I had to even go to the post office. It has been a time. I'm behind on a lot of things. I really didn't anticipate going at the end of November. Hey, maybe I should do a big like 6 or 7 part Alphonse and Seth installment. Doing that on a whim was pretty spontaneous. People like spontaneity, right? Oh gosh. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna break some of these rocks and then we should be good. I missed. Oh. Okay. I don't remember how many swings you get, so I'm just gonna call it. And I'm also going to make sure that the cat's okay. So, give me a hot second. I will return. Enjoy the Christmas music. If you got questions, send them in. I will address those when I return. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and run through questions real quick. And I also grabbed some of the stuff from people that I know are here at the moment. So yeah.
Let's do the thing. Who's your favorite NPC?
In the game,
Yeah.
oh, shit. Fucking. That's really hard. I did really like the way Leah's story and romance path went. I gravitated towards her more so than just about anybody at the time when I was playing. Sebastian's cool, but I've never actually went all the way through his romance path. Others I have. I did have a run where I like maxed out everyone's hearts pretty handily, and there's so much I don't even remember. So none of my answers are really that satisfying, I think.
There, if I could actually learn how to flip my mic down. Sonic Generation fan asks, real talk, if Seth did own a farm, what kind of crops do you think he'd grow? In parentheses, eggplants count as an acceptable answer.
Hops. I think he would. I think in a perfect Stardew world, he'd run like a brewery. And I think he would do like the whole. It would all be a all-in-one thing. So like whatever he makes. I don't know a whole lot about that whole process, so I'm gonna butcher like all of that. But yeah, he'd make beer and various beer properties. Give me another question.
Scarlet Torchic asks, what was your favorite part in writing this arc? Welcome home arc.
So fun fact, I have not ever had more than one script ready at a time, so I'm technically not done. My favorite part has been knowing where I wanted to get to. Definitely building up to the big talk at the Christmas festival was a big deal. I knew I needed to add something to bridge the gap between Seth arriving and then the festival. Like I needed some sort of buffer to show like how things were going, which was the pizza party episode. Which essentially was like, things are great, but the boys aren't really talking. Like they're fine, they're amicable, they're even like joking and having fun, but not necessarily connecting. It's a very kind of plastic version of their relationship. Yeah, Thu, I can answer that. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so I guess my favorite part has been seeing what's really gratifying, I think, is in storytelling being able to build ups and payoffs. Being able to plant seeds and watch them grow into something that gets a very measurable reaction out of people. So Seth coming back, beaten up by Derek, was a payoff and a kickoff point for this chapter. I liked the shock of, oh my god, Seth's back and he's on Al's doorstep, hurt. And being able to see how in that period of time, since, you know, Seth left and Alphonse and the listener, you know, the time in between, there hasn't even been a ton of actual content to fill in that gap, but it is assumed through context that Alphonse he wasn't totally happy with just sending Seth away. You even kind of get that in the cinnamon roll episode of chapter 1, that, you know, he says, like, you know, if it gets too bad or whatever, you can come back. He was already like, I don't want to send you back out there if something bad might happen to you. And something bad has happened to him. And now Alphonse is living with the fact that he sent Seth back out there. And while it was the right thing to do, like, Seth couldn't just come back that easy. Like, Seth has to go figure things out. But he does feel some sort of guilt for that. And Seth, on the other hand, doesn't want anyone to feel anything about that because he's made his choices and he has to live with these consequences. So that in itself was a really satisfying payoff, and that was just the beginning. Seeing how effectively Derek is this looming storm cloud in the distance, and that people all the time are like, oh my god, something's gonna happen to the listener, something, you know, Derek's gonna do some, and it's just a bunch of, like, whatever it could be. And that amuses me. That is an effective use of an antagonist who hasn't even really done anything. It is satisfying to know, like, without going, like, above and beyond to make a big bad, like, all you know is, like, the history and, like, what happened, and that Al had to cut this dude up. But you just know, like, all right, he's apparently this really nasty guy who's into some shady dealings that they were wrapped up in, and he is violent, and that's what you know. And then it is reaffirmed when Seth comes back all beaten, and you just know that it's this dangerous guy, and Seth might have been followed. That wasn't even part of the plan, but I needed to come up with some way to keep people on their toes, and that was a really great way. And again, it's like, I also had to answer the question, like, wait, so what, how the fuck, so he got his ass beat in the city and he came back, like, how did that even work? Like, he would have been followed. And I was like, oh, he would have been followed. He absolutely would have been followed. And, you know, Alphonse tries to reason it away a little bit with the whole, like, you know, if Derek wanted to beat him up that bad, he wouldn't have let him walk away, blah, blah, blah. But that's definitely more Alphonse trying not to panic than actual logic. So that's been really exciting. But also just, I'm really, can you tell that I really like this whole thing? But yeah, just talking about found family and the willingness to give and receive forgiveness, love, and just a lot. There's a lot. It's really dense in terms of how much of my guts I've put into it. So that has just been really satisfying. I think I'm going to be most happy with, I don't know. This last one was really good. And it was a breeze to write and record. And it was 17 minutes. It's just like in my head and it was ready to go. So, yeah. It's just been a good time all around.
Okay, I have some more welcome home related questions. I've got a bunch of questions, but Thea called out in the chat, but some of y'all have been asking questions about plot reveals and spoilery stuff, and I'm not going to ask those questions. I'm sorry. How many parts do you think this series will be, though?
So in terms of the parts in this chapter, there will be, so we did 5, there will be 6 and 7. There will be a non-canon Patreon thing for, so it's not really a part, but it is something that will be a Christmas Eve thing. And that will be that. I don't think there will be an epilogue, and that will be that. And then the chapter 3 won't end it. So I feel confident in saying there will be at least 4 chapters, but I really have no idea and no real timeline.
Small Sin asks, do you have storylines you didn't use for the arc? But you want to talk about the alt stuff?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
All right, so
here we go.
as it stands, I think only Thu knows what could have been. And what could have been was, in the very beginning with Seth, I wanted him to be an actual nasty motherfucker. And as I made him, and definitely as I wrote the plot and the plot revealed itself to me, that's my baby boy who can do no wrong. So he went from being like, I'm talking, Seth was supposed to be my actual bad guy. He was gonna be like toxic and problematic, and we were gonna touch on like darker themes and stuff. And I think he's still really good for that in one-shots. But in terms of like the actual plot, when I realized what the story actually was, it felt really wrong to do anything where he was not just genuinely a guy who made fucked up decisions. So basically, I wanted to do routes, and there was going to be a bad end route, whatever. And all right, so basically, imagine chapter 2 being exactly what it is. And the reason there's no marks on his knuckles when he comes back from the fight is because there was never a fight with Derek. And he is lying to get back in there. And he's gonna like, I don't know where exactly I was gonna go. There was a version where he kidnaps the listener and it gets really dark and he makes Alphonse choose. It was gonna be a lot. So you see why when it turned into a really soft story that was super personal to me, taking essentially what is a part of myself, and also the trope of like, I didn't want to make my first like in canon gay boy, like obviously like it's canonical, him and Al were together. Meanwhile, it's kind of just understood that like every character I do is pan. This is like, they did that. That was a thing. Making him an actual nasty bad guy feels really fucked up. So I could not do that. I wouldn't. Even if it wasn't like, even if Seth wasn't a part of me. Cuz like Alphonse and Seth are kind of like two halves of various parts of me. And it would feel really fucking weird to do that, to go that dark and to go that like manipulative and really twisted. And don't get me wrong, it would be really creepy and really tense, and I want to do more content like that. Like I've only touched on like yandere and stuff like that just a handful of times, and it's been fairly tame in its own right. But doing a story that actually goes that kind of route would interest me. It just couldn't be Seth. I could not do that. Especially as I started to realize like how soft this whole thing is. It wasn't an option. So, oh shit. But yeah, that was one thing. That was the big one. I don't really think I've considered alternate routes or anything like that. So, yeah.
It's the two-parter. What's on your Christmas list?
Like that I want?
Yeah. This one's a tough one for me too, because it's like if I want something, usually I just get it or go, that's too expensive.
Yeah, and people can tell you that also makes me really difficult to gift.
Yeah.
I'm a very tough nut to crack. Yeah. A magical fairy that does all my commissions that I'm gonna have to probably delay. Maybe a second try at 2020. I don't know, like, in terms of material things, like, you know, I could go nuts. I want a Sennheiser, whatever the fuck, microphone. But, like, I don't need that. And if I really, like, wanted it, I would just go get it. I don't need that as a gift. I don't know. My favorite gifts are, like, just stuff. Even if it's, like, nothing big, like, when it's clearly just like, hey, this made me think of you, or you mentioned this, or like, I know you like this character, so I got you this thing. Especially if it supports artists, that makes me happy. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. Everything that ever comes up nowadays that I'm like, oh, that's a neat thing, maybe I want that, I have went and acquired it. Which is great, because it did not used to be that way. And it's funny because the things that always come up that I'm like, oh, maybe I want that, they're all really like, they're just little simple things. Because I'm so used to just doing the little simple thing. It's like, oh shit, I love these acrylic standees, let me go get a billion of them. Or I love these enamel pins, let me go get a billion of them. And then they just sit because I don't know what to do with them. That's usually how it goes for me these days. So yeah.
Once conventions pick up again, I'm sure those pins will get some use on the bag or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the second part of that question was, any thoughts about holiday celebration stuff that the boys might want to receive?
That the boys might want to receive. All right, well, that's hard. Holiday stuff that the boys might want to receive. I don't know. That's such a... It's a question that I might have to answer in this upcoming script, so I don't want to...
No, that's fair. And then, yeah, because for some of the stuff, if you have scripts that you're doing or audios that you're doing that don't involve that specific thing,
I never even.
It's kind of like it's up to your imagination, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yep, that is how it goes. I totally just threw that away because whatever.
Also, the chat's been wondering about Mothman and Cthulhu onesies, and I've made a note to self to do some investigation on this because I need them both.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I wish making stuff like that was easier, because y'all best believe I would have it all, and you could go get it all. But sadly, it's not really the case.
Alright. Space Vermin's wondering, do you have any characters you're planning on soon?
Yeah, it's all stuff I've talked about before, so there's no...
There's questions about timing, so I'm gonna say, maybe not talk about timing, but...
Right, yeah, Shit,
timing's a question. It's an ever-looming question,
yeah. So we've made our Astral Twink. I would like to try and do something with him in January, but I haven't even thought of, like, anything plotty with him or anything like that. There is Zagreus from Hades, ready to go. Almost streamed Hades, and then this patch came out, and I was like, oh, that would be cute for Christmas. I will still stream Hades at some point, but you guys would have got to see the artwork that Jackie made for him already, which is excellent, and I'm looking forward to when that day comes. Haida from Gretzko, ready to go. Has been for a little bit. Oh shit, I'm out of energy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's just a lot. I might one day go back to Honeybee Cloud. I think Thu would like that.
There's art just sitting there unused, and it hurts my soul.
I know, it hurts.
So good.
It is really good. I remember
Jackie made some delicious art.
We
by the way.
painstakingly talked about like how the honeybee onesie would look coming off, and like we went through like, all right, how would it like fold there and all that. It was great. It is fantastic. We'll get there.
I think you had a Tumblr ask where that came up, and you're like, yeah, my assistant keeps bugging me about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't asked about it for a while. It's been a while. It's still
I know, but
floating.
It's looming
in the background.
Come here, little boy. Come here.
Do you have a Discord server? We do. It's a Patreon reward.
Yeah.
$5 tier.
Yep. It would be. I will say, like, if I wasn't doing YuuriVoice, like if I was just a streamer or like just an artist or anything that wasn't my particular brand of whatever I do, a public Patreon server would be fine. But ever since going like Patreon only, it's a lot more. It's a lot better. So I know, like, it sounds great and everything, but yeah, I don't know if I would ever go public again. Maybe if I do a project that isn't necessarily just YuuriVoice, it's like a collaborative effort type thing or a new project I'm doing, and that would have a Discord server, maybe under those circumstances, but at that point, I'm just trying to come up with excuses to make one.
Jaded Quartz asks, is Seth gonna get his own listener?
Yeah, so the plan has always been... Oh, shit. Alright, I gotta take the long way. The plan, that's always been the plan. I think what ultimately might happen is there will be a point where there's clearly a branching off in stories, where the Alphonse and Seth story is the Alphonse and Seth story, where the Alphonse story is Alphonse's story, and where Seth has Seth's story. And they're all separate, and they're all different universes. And I dread it because there's always going to be some knucklehead who doesn't get it. And it is complicated. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand the complications of, like, the medium I'm using. Like, YouTube videos and YouTube as a platform is not intuitive whatsoever for trying to explain, like, a story or multiple stories that involve separating paths and stuff. It's a pain in the ass. So, you know, I don't fault people who don't get it, because with the tools I have, I can hardly help people keep track of things as it is. So that's a struggle. Oh, it's our friend Linus. I didn't forget your name. Yep. But yeah, I think ultimately for Seth, he's gonna have a storyline of his own, independent of perhaps even his past, where it's just a fresh slate for Seth. And that's gonna be really hard for people to wrap their heads around, because they're so attached to what we have right now. And I get it. That's great. I am very attached to what we have right now. So at some point, sometime, maybe there will be something else. But also, I could just make new characters and eliminate that confusion. So, at the very least, there's always going to be one-shots with Seth that are its own thing. Perhaps the Cowboy AU was kind of a hit. People were actually really into that. And I did have plot hooks in there. So, you know, never say never. But yeah, right now, I just need to get the things that are in front of me handled. And from there, we'll see. Wait, no, I didn't want to. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Maybe I should sell all the foraging stuff. Wait.
I'm bringing this one ahead of the line because it's plot related stuff. But what happened to Al camming? And keep it safe for work, chat.
It's still a thing. It's not a prominent thing. But I like to think that when Seth was digging through the closet to go find the Mothman shirt, he probably saw some recording equipment and went, "That's weird. Huh." And perhaps at some point that might come up in a conversation. I haven't really known what to do with that, but I do remember very early on it was like a thing, and I still do like the thought. Yeah.
Oh yeah, whenever, or if you check your mail stuff, can you confirm if you got something from Hex?
Got it. Got it. It is on the table as we speak.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Also, hold on. I'm late getting to these tips. Mark Maker, who, well, I might as well read this instead of spoiling it. Tipped $5 and said, "Yo, it's been forever since I've seen you stream Stardew. I sent you a card. I don't know if it'll get there on time, so here's a little holiday gift. Merry Christmas." Mark, I've got it. I've got it right here. I can open these on stream. So I will go get Mark's card. I've got Hex's card. I've got Bubbles the Asgardian's pack. And I've got Skella's gift sitting here. And I can pop these all open at some point. Alright, so we've got a lot of money to go buy stuff. We got anything else going on?
Oh, I have so many things. I was just kind of going through my list. How's Momiji doing?
She's great. She's fantastic. She's great. She's off doing Momiji things. She has been asleep all day. She takes after her dad. And so she's off raising hell somewhere in the house. And she's not so much of a troublemaker at this point. So she can go and bother Toshi or do whatever she wants to do. But she's good. I take several pictures of her daily. At this point, I'm pretty sure people are sick of the cat spam. But
that's what fleets are for. I didn't get it at first, then I went, okay, now I get it.
Now I get that was
I get it.
That was so funny. I remember you were like, I totally get it now, and then I realized like that it coincided with me answering a tweet where I was like, you know, I like it because all the shit that I don't want to put on the timeline can go there.
And it may or may not have been related to the tweet. I'm not going to confirm.
Yeah. And I mean, it is true. It's great for like, because I don't see a whole lot of use when you're just a person with a Twitter account. Because like, I don't know. It's cool, but like, it's not necessarily useful. But whereas when you're a content creator, you get punished for like tweeting bullshit, which I do anyways. But if I posted like 5 pictures of my cat every day, I'm kind of proud of like how much engagement I get on my Twitter for the amount of Shane, this is why you're fucking busted and crusty, bro. It's not the alcohol, it's your fucking attitude.
You posting whimsical bullshit is just part of your brand.
The brand.
Though.
Yeah, absolutely. My whimsical bullshit does numbers sometimes. So I'm just like, all right, if you guys like it. My tweet about the stream where I used that picture of fucking Shadow the Hedgehog with a katana rather than the actual promo.
I was trying not to be salty about that.
I know.
By the way.
Listen, I
laughed.
I ate 2 plates of curry casserole stuff. I couldn't get to the computer, okay? And all I had in my photo roll was Momiji and Shadow the Hedgehog with a katana.
Oh my god.
Are we going to judge Jackie about Shadow, or do we need to shift
No,
you?
no, judge her, because that's why it's in my photo roll, because I saw it and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna harass Jackie.
We were just standing on the sidewalk with Jackie vibing, and Thea's like, "There's the bus. I'm gonna throw her in the street."
Yeah.
Okay, but we roast Jackie for it all the time. But this is the man who all he had in his camera roll was his own cat and Shadow.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna expose myself. What do I got in here? I'll do like the past 2 days. What do we got from the past 2 days? I got a picture of a seagull wearing Tim's, and the meme says "ballin', but at what cost?" Is that? Oh no. Okay, I should have tweeted, "What if I told you there's already a vaccine and it's a bunch of Monster Energy drinks?"
I'm upset.
Oh, why didn't I tweet that? Oh, I should have tweeted it. That would have been. Or like it's. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah, Shadow.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm buying seeds.
Smallson asks, sorry, I need to get my shit together. I've got the giggles. I've been kicked in the giggle dick. Just a small question as well. Do you have any YouTubers you really, really like, content-wise, I mean?
I love Dan Bell. He does the Dead Mall series and a series called Another Dirty Room. He is very sassy. But does like great vaporwave backed walks through dead malls. He has a very pleasing voice. And I like the cut of his jib. He's a very sassy man. Doesn't take a lot of shit from anybody and is happy to get in the mud if someone pisses him off. And I admire that about him. Other YouTubers, I mean, I've already talked about how much I admire Cardlin for a billion times over. But I also don't consider him like it. YouTuber is such a word, you know? I feel like we, as in like me, him, and the rest of our pals, kind of exist in a space where you are not a YouTuber. I mean, if you want to identify as YouTuber, then cool. But when I think of YouTuber, I think of like on-camera personalities. YouTuber makes me think of a lot of not great things. So even calling Dan Bell a YouTuber is a little not even right, because he makes art. It kills me. They changed something on YouTube recently. The video tab, when you're on your creator dashboard, no longer says videos. It says content. And I just hate this like homogenized goop when like no matter what you're doing, you're creating art in some form or fashion. Or it's not all just content. It's not just this mindless like factory produced shit. Like you're doing something, and sadly it is factory produced shit that seems to like really take off and excel on YouTube. Like I could go into like why I think reaction videos are a thing and they actually do have some value, but it is very easy and it does feel like content. Like you're not, it's so low-hanging fruit in terms of effort, you know? But I do understand why they are popular. Like literally I used to do that sort of thing. But I don't know, like I think of video essays. I watch, okay, here's a great YouTuber, goes by the name of Breadsword. He does video essays on film, anime, all sorts of stuff. Fantastic. Has a great voice, by the way. A lot of people say he sounds like Roxas, and I get a kick out of that. So if you want a soft boy to listen to tell you all about why Gurren Lagann is the best anime ever, go hit up Breadsword. It's spelled like it sounds. Also Lindsay Ellis.
Lindsay Ellis, yeah. I just wanted to tell you a little anecdote. I was talking to Thea the other day, and it was a situation where I was like, I gotta get stuff done, and she was like, I believe in you. So like I said, oh, is this moment where don't believe in yourself, like believe in the me who believes in you? And she's like, yeah, but didn't know about the origins of that. So I got to explain, like, Gurren Lagann is great. That was a really fun conversation.
I've never seen Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's on the list.
Yeah. I have feelings.
But Lindsay Ellis is awesome, yeah.
did I miss any part of that question? I'm trying to think, like, did I go off on a tangent, or was that the question?
That question was just YouTubers you like.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah. You're good. Andy, and I don't want to butcher. I'm just gonna say Andy. Asked. I saw this on your Twitter that you go to physical therapy. Is it okay to ask why? What happened? Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want. Well, you do assume I'd go anywhere. No, my legs are kind of jacked. I got bad veins, so my legs hurt. And basically, I just put on these sleeves that squeech my legs for an hour. And I had been in chronic pain with venous insufficiency for several years. And I just kind of relegated myself to like, oh, well, you know, I've treated my body like shit and I'm in pain. Big surprise. And then didn't really think anything of it. And then earlier this year, I went to the doctor for the first time in a million years because I decided it was time to take care of myself now that I have the means to. I was like, hey, my legs are jacked. She's like, yeah, they fucking are. So let's get you this shit. Got it, and I feel great. My chronic pain's gone and stuff, but I need to do it twice a day, 2 hours a day, and now that I've made it through like the diligent like 3-month beginning period, it's a lot more hit and miss. But yeah, that's it.
Do you have any thoughts on who you're planning to romance in this run?
I
on
have
Stardew?
no clue. Every time I've tried to pick it up and play again, I say I want to try and do Sebastian because I've never gone all the way. And I still want to. It just seems silly that I would try so many times. So I don't know. I do not know.
Skella, oh my goodness, it's contagious. Skella asked, is there anything you do to get inspired to write for or voice specific characters, or do you just let the inspiration come to you?
I wish I could get it down to a science like that. Sometimes music helps. Sometimes it's wishful thinking. Yeah, no, there's not a lot of like mood setters that I can even use anymore that work. Like I used to have playlists and stuff, and honestly, at this point I know I've got the sauce. I just have to go do it, and the actual struggle is going to do it. Which, no, I'm not trying to sound like braggadocious, but at this point I've done it so much, it's like muscle memory. And the only thing is like getting myself into gear is where I struggle now. But once I've determined like, okay, I'm gonna do this character, there's no like, oh, I have to find that voice again in terms of the writing. And literally, really. Stop. There we go. How many times can I water the same plot? Yeah. So most of it is just finding a time where I feel creative enough to go and follow through on doing the thing, which thankfully hasn't been very hard lately. I just am so overwhelmed with how much is happening and how much work is like due and stuff. Because I'm a great procrastinator, and it always goes this way. Let me see. I also missed Kiki Floral 40 minutes ago, tipped $5 and said, hey fam, just wanted to say how grateful I am for your videos. I've been in a bad headspace recently, and your audios have helped me just to step back and be for a little bit before trying again. Love you and the squad bunches, and hope you have a happy holiday. Thank you. Thank you. And you know, thank you for kind of letting me into your life, and letting me be a pleasant distraction. I think Lord knows I hyperfixate on whatever flavor of the month I need to hyperfixate on to get through the day. Lately, it's been Star Wars and Property Brothers. And Jackie, 9 minutes ago, tipped $5 and said, I hate it here. You love it here. This is what you live for. Sonic memes, or Shadow memes. Shadow from the Sonic world.
Any thoughts about what the boys' greatest wishes are for the coming new year? Miss Rachel?
I cannot answer it.
Do.
I cannot answer that.
Okay, moving on. Space Vermin asks, do you have any advice for new writers screenwriting?
Oh God, screenwriting is so funky. I wanted to be a screenwriter back in my day when I gave up on being a director. No, because one, I don't have the formal knowledge to really be able to steer you the right way. There's resources everywhere at this point. You can get on YouTube what you can't get in a college even. Like, it's just that good at this point. You can find great teachers, great examples. In terms of, let's say dialogue itself, I think you have to find what you like, and then find your own voice in terms of, like, as a writer. So, like, for example, one of my favorite writers in terms of dialogue was Quentin Tarantino. Like, Quentin Tarantino's dialogue is very Tarantino. It's punchy, witty, quick, funny, but it's so Tarantino that it can be obnoxious. So what I learned, sorry, my nose is so stuffy right now. What I eventually learned, and this goes for, like, I think any art, is you can take inspiration from all sorts of places. But ultimately, what you're going to find is they're all just seeds planted in your own head that help you weave together your own thing. Like, imagine going through, I told you I've been watching a lot of Property Brothers. Imagine you go to a furniture store and shit ton of furniture, right? It's all objectively fine furniture. And you find the stuff you like, the stuff you don't like, and you mix and match. And eventually, you either completely try to mimic a style, like ripped it straight out of a magazine, or you have your own thing. Like, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but ultimately it's you. And I think that's kind of how any sort of art you do turns out. Is like, what you like from seeing other people's stuff that you like. And I think very early on, you are prone to trying to replicate it. I know for a long time, I'm talking pre-YuuriVoice, a lot of anything I wrote that had dialogue felt good, but it felt like stuff I had seen elsewhere. And I think, ironically, having to do so many characters and try to differentiate them, even if it's just a little bit. I remember one of the big like hater anonymous messages I got back when Alphonse was a thing was, Alphonse is just Guzma, or it's just the same voice. And like, to me, they're very clearly different. Some of my later stuff, it's harder for me to get down in there for Guzma, but when I try it and I get back in the swing of things, it's fine. But Alphonse is higher and different. His cadence is different. And I just remember when I realized that I could do things differently, and people who aren't quite as discerning might not realize that it's even different. And that was like a proud moment, but at the same time, that's one of those moments where you also doubt yourself, like, oh god, it is just a ripoff, isn't it? Oh, what am I doing? And you just have to, it all boils down to just going and doing it. And I know that's like the worst piece of advice, because it's just so, it is both the worst piece of advice and the best piece of advice. Just going and doing it is literally the only way you're gonna figure it out. But it's also like a non-starter, right? Like, you don't necessarily want to just go do it. Like, how do I go do it? What should I be trying to do when I do it? I don't know. I couldn't tell you, because I just started doing it. And I think finding your own way is, so long as you don't make it harder on yourself, like, if you're like, I'm not going to listen to any advice ever, I'm not going to go seek knowledge, I'm not going to try and refine my craft, I'm not going to do that, because I'm doing it my way, then you're making it unnecessarily hard on yourself. Like, I spent 3 hours trying to figure out a Russian accent just to do some Viktor Nikiforov stuff, and I hated every minute of it. I don't like being bad at things, but you know, in the end, it was fine. Sometimes I sounded like Gru. Sometimes I sounded like fucking Count Dracula. Sometimes I just sounded like a Russian. And I lived with it. And I think you just gotta, if you can find that like childlike wonder in creating something, that's really the secret sauce. That's the piece of advice, is to like find something that's like an itch that you just can't scratch, and you just constantly tap into that. That's kind of where I'm at with the Alphonse and Seth stuff. It's like, it's the easiest work I've ever done. I genuinely think, outside of peak Yuri on Ice hype, outside of peak Guzma hype, in terms of my own like original work, the Seth and Alphonse stuff, in particular chapter 2, has been the easiest I've ever. I could stop everything right now and go finish the script I wanted to do. So yeah, that was a very long answer for a fairly simple question.
You know they like to hear you talk.
I know. Thank fuck. Holy shit.
This is your bread and butter.
Yeah. Let me slide in with these two tips real quick. Blue tipped $4.20 and said, ooh woo. Thank you, Blue. Tanit Luminake. I'm pretty sure I butchered that, but they tipped $5. Said, I just want to say thank you for all the effort and care you put in both your characters, plots, and voice acting. Your videos actually help me build up the confidence I need to ask out my now boyfriend. Woo! Look at you. Good job. That's great. Hearing stuff like that makes me super happy. It also reminds me that the other day I got a message from someone who just said thank you, and I know that you mentioned this before, but I'm one half of the couple that found out after they started dating that we had both commissioned a Lotor audio from you. And that just brings me such joy. Just the thought that, like, two people out in the world found out after the fact that they both had YuuriVoice commissions.
Super cute. I'm bad and I don't remember. Does Seth have a zodiac sign?
No, I give up.
I didn't think so, but I wanted to double check. It came up.
No, I always forget. Like, what are the traits of this zodiac sign? Like, if you know just off the top of your head more than like you and like a significant other zodiac signs and what their traits are supposed to be, bless you. Because I only know like Pisces. I only know Pisces because I'm a Pisces, and I happen to think I am a fairly Pisces man. But that's like the extent of my knowledge. And I know Scorpios are kind of fucky. So like, he could be a Scorpio. Alphonse could be a Scorpio. Hell, on the right day, probably any of my characters have Scorpio energy. That's all I know.
Yeah, every time I have questions, I go to Jocko. Please help me. I don't
Please help.
understand this.
Yeah.
Please help. Ace Ventura asked, you touched on this a little bit with the Victor stuff. Is it ever weird voice acting your characters?
Excuse me. I mean, I just accepted very early on that what I do is fucking weird. And I'm okay with it. Like, I'm content with that. I think being able to laugh at yourself helps undermine cringe culture, you know? I'm sure there are things that I would look back and be like, oh god, that's terrible. There are some in the vault. I am so sorry that I'm like snarfing. I don't know why I'm suddenly so stuffy, but I am. Give me that. Yeah, is it ever weird? Sometimes there'll be like, I think most recently it happened with a Finn thing where I listened back to it and I was genuinely like, damn. Nice. And I was just completely like disconnected from the fact that that was actually me. So in a sense that was weird, but no, I don't. It takes a lot to weird me out at this point. I've seen it all.
Rachel had a follow-up question. So we can't answer what the boys' greatest wish for the new year is, but what's your greatest wish for the new year?
Fucking let me move across this fucking country unimpeded, find the perfect place for the perfect price. It's the smoothest move ever, and I live happily ever fucking after.
I will bring you snacks.
Please.
An anime.
Please. I'm like, the more I try to think about it, I'm like, oh my god. I'm gonna have to figure it all out in like a month and a half before the actual move. My lease is gonna run out, and I have to settle on a place, and
We're gonna share the anxiety, my dude.
I know, but
Anxiety buddies.
yeah, I ran out of seeds. Wait, I have miscellaneous. Give me mixed seeds. Why not? Yeah, I mean, and that's a pretty tall ask. Especially like, oh, it's already watered. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Is it the mayor's birthday? It is. Oh shit, he likes leeks. Let's go.
I need to to step away for just a moment. But yeah, if you want other questions, I shared the thing with Thea too.
All right, everybody,
I'll be
welcome,
back.
welcome Thea to the stage.
Woo woo!
Even though I've been coming in anyway.
Welcome her back in a like a working capacity.
Okay. So, Weeb coming through asks, what do the characters celebrate? Like Christmas, or if they celebrate anything else?
I'm a fan of being like informed about whatever you're gonna have a character do. Otherwise, I feel like it's very cheap and fake. And Christmas is all I've ever known. I don't think any of them necessarily celebrate the. Oh, does he not like the old man likes leeks? Oh.
I know he likes blueberries, but that's all I can remember.
Did I give him a bad present on his birthday? That's not even your birthday. Give my leek back. Have we met, ma'am? Oh, we hadn't. But yeah, no, if I wanted to have a character that celebrated something that wasn't Christmas, well, hold on. All right, we have touched on like Yule and such with Finn, I believe. Or at least, I mean, at least I can't remember what I've done, what I've talked about, what.
I know there were submitted audios. I don't remember what all were actually been made yet.
I can't remember either. Anywho, that feels right. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I've, fucking read like full ass books about anything. But I did look into more of that sort of thing for Finn. It just feels right. The emphasis on like nature and stuff feels right. Yeah, but other than that, I would just be like, I'd be full of shit, honestly. So I'd want to. I like the thought of if I go to do something like that, I'd want to get the input of someone who knows what they're talking about and just make sure like I'm not butchering it, especially for the sake of like content, because that's a very hollow thing when it's like, oh shit, it's the holidays, so I'm gonna go check all my boxes just because I can. It's like, that's, I don't know, I want to.
There's an amount of respect in not just assuming you can Google people's cultural.
Yeah, I know.
Holidays.
Getting like a different angle would be like a submitted script, and it was from the point of view of like, rather than the character celebrating, they are celebrating with the listener. Now that I vibe with in a much more like, that would be a lot easier for me to do too, because I would be learning as well throughout that whole process, which is cool, because that's, I mean, for example, like it was Alicia Drace who wrote the Talk Floral script for Finn, so all that flower stuff, that wasn't me. I was like learning along with the listener as I recorded, which also very funny was I had to stop repeatedly to be sure I was pronouncing flowers correctly.
Oh yeah, there's so many distinct flower effects.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm totally the flower guy. I just mispronounced like 5 different flowers. Yeah.
Okay. So from Sonic Generation fan, another silly question, but after all the healing is done and enough time has passed, what kind of shenanigans would Al and Seth get up to? Because for me, I just imagine Ed, Eddie type stuff.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I can see. Oh Oh, how much can I talk about? Because now that I'm thinking about like different stuff, I'm like, oh, this could happen or this could happen. I think things where they're more involved around the town in terms of like, you know, like obviously they're not participating in like running a booth at the Christmas festival, but I remember back when like Alphonse ran a booth for Halloween, and I remember how cute that was, and the thought of like him and Seth being a part of like town festivities, that makes me happy. But yeah, other hijinks, yeah, I don't know. I've never put a lot of thought into the actual like goings on in the town, because it's just been very easy to kind of hand wave it and say, it's, you know, it's basically Stardew Valley.
I always imagine the town from Gilmore Girls.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know why, just that small little town with the random, like, mom and pop shops and that square in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, essentially that's what I picture too, like, condensed, like, little, like, small businesses in, like, a town square, a couple stores on the way out, you know, a few houses, like, yep. Oh, I didn't go into the community center. I'm a fool.
Is it open yet?
It's 7 p.m. Oh, yeah, it opened. I had the cutscene. I forgot to go. It's 7 p.m., Thea. Yeah, I'm great. I'm an expert.
I mean, I'm the person that people already found out that I accidentally seduced Elliot without realizing that I could.
Oh no.
I still feel bad about it to this day.
I still feel like that is the plot of a fic.
Since Stu is back, there are a couple questions that were for Yuri and the team, kind of as a whole.
Okay.
So Rachel asked for the YV squad most memorable, funny, embarrassing holiday memories.
Oh my god, I gotta think about that one. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna be sappy.
I was gonna say.
A thing ever since Stu and I have met, we've actually done the Chris Kindlemert in Chicago together every year, and last year Yuri and Blue got to join us, and those are my favorite memories, is my friends coming to stay with me and go just have a weekend full of just being with them.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna bring up too, which is so funny. And I'll just add just the silliness of it. Blue got me one of like the best like silly gifts I've ever received. So I love Prompto Argentum from Final Fantasy 15, and she made up one of those kind of like saint style candles, and it's him on it. It's so funny. But that was such a good time. We did a little gift exchange too, and it was so wholesome. And yeah, a hot chocolate and just chilling in the nest. So Thea does a thing where like brings out all the blankets, all the pillows, all the mattresses, and just puts them on the living room floor. And then we have a nest. And we also did that same thing at Yuri's house one time for over the Super Bowl weekend. So that was a great time too, but not related to the holiday.
So my nest almost killed Yuri.
Yeah, God damn it. I knew. I was like, man, watch me jack up my knee on the weekend that we're like doing all this like walking around. I watched me fuck up my knee trying to get out of this bed, and sure enough, my knee does this thing where it slides out of socket basically. And it happened when everybody was asleep except for Thu and maybe Blue. I think Thea was asleep though. And I'm just silently as trying my hardest not to scream in pain. My eyes are like watering up, and I'm just like.
I felt so bad for you too. I mean, I'm a very light sleeper most of the time. So pretty much anytime Yuri would look at me, I would wake up. And so that moment I woke up and I was like, oh my god, please don't die. Are you okay? That was time.
That was
That
a
was a time.
time.
And we got to eat deep dish pizza together that weekend or
That
whenever
was
it was a weekend,
great.
right? That was a good time. Yeah, the whole thing was great.
Yeah, no,
Except for the knee.
Yeah, I would, I would go through it all again.
That was also the weekend we saw Premiere for the first time. Well, as a group.
Yeah.
The premiere. I have a selfie with us in the theater, actually. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a good
Because
time.
when we did the Super Bowl weekend, we did weathering. Was it weathering with you?
Yeah.
In four
4DX.
what is it? 40X. That was wild because you're getting drenched because there's a lot of rain in that movie.
Yeah, that movie was like high quality mid. Like, I would smoke it, but I'm not gonna be like, man, remember that time so and so brought over that like industrial grade that industrial grade anime.
Oh my gosh! Imagine
I never
Premiere
walked
in
out of
40X.
it just wanting Premiere in 40X.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck. And at this rate, like 40X is gonna go out of fucking business before Rona time's over. Fuck, man.
I remember we were vibing to like the Premiere soundtrack every time we got in the car too, and then Bring Me the Horizon as well.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, it was specifically Hurricane, but I prevailed because that was when
I got.
Yes.
stuff was going down.
Yeah, everyone was present when I had this thought to not only because I knew I was building towards Guzma versus Leon, but then I was like, oh, but what if his first stop on his like path of destruction was Piers, and he kept him as a pet, and everybody was like, what?
Wait, did we listen to that Simmer song by Haley Williams a lot too? Or imagining that? Okay, I have a bad memory, so thank you.
And I just think that because that was also because Jocko and I were talking about this before, because you did talk to Jocko and I about Seth before you took us to the airport when we were at fucking Chili's.
Wow.
But he didn't have a name yet. He was just Al's rival.
Rival OC, yeah.
It was great. Good times. I can't believe that was all this year.
That was crazy.
Wow, in the before times.
The before time, just before the before time.
Just
Or
before the
before,
yeah.
Before the current time. Sorry, I'm eating a nugget. That was rude.
Let me read these off real quick. Oh, hold on. Let me pause. I am a fool. Okay. Pantsless Wookie tipped $5 and said, congrats on the new audio. It is a banger. Hope you're chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Thank you. Thank you, Dusty. Enchanted Rose 030 tipped $5 said, hey Yuri, I like your work, and have you seen the Howl doll that a fan is making? If you did, what do you think so far? I have not. I don't think I have. Maybe. Oh, hi Momi. Little Momiji's having dinner. Yeah, no, I have to go find that.
Hey madam, I just saw you joined. Hello.
Did you have any more tips?
Nope. That
Okay.
was all the tip from me.
This one kind of leads into a kind of a two-part. So Rugworld just asked, I have a poking question. How would the boys react when the listener speaks in a different language, like Spanish, Korean, anything else?
I think Owl would be like mystified. And probably say something dumb. Owl would be the type to like, oh yeah, I know some of that, and then butcher it, and then have to be like corrected, and not out of any sort of like anything other than I think Owl's a little dumb sometimes, or maybe overeager. That might be more accurate. And Seth, he'd probably be into it. Like he'd want to hear more. Yeah, like he wants to hear more, and he's just like, I just like the way you say it. I just say that again.
Tell me how you say chamomile.
Chamomile.
And then Andy So 97 said, inspired by Bread Girl's question, how many languages can Yuri and the team speak?
I can. Once upon a time, I was able to speak Brazilian Portuguese because I had a Brazilian stepfamily, and in turn, I knew a little bit of Spanish. But I've forgotten just about everything at this point. So we'll say one. One, and I could half-ass order like food at a Brazilian joint, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just English. So I've suffered from the if you don't use it, you lose it situation. So I took a lot of French courses, and I was able to speak basic conversational French for a while, but then never went to France, never kept up with it, because I feel like for me, languages are an immersion thing. I need to be reading websites in the language and speaking to people in the language to like keep up with it. And this is the same thing with Japanese. So I took a lot of Japanese classes in college. I traveled to Japan a little bit. I also had basic conversational Japanese, like I could ask for directions, I could order things, I could have basic conversations. But over the years, at that time when I was doing Japanese studies, I was on blogs and I was talking to people, and I was spending a lot of time immersed in the language and listening to shows or watching shows without subtitles and that sort of thing. But then over the years, just didn't use it, and I've pretty much lost all of it. I could probably just ask, how are you doing, and like basic direction stuff, but that's probably about it. So I'll just say English. But yeah, if you know a language, if you're able to keep up with it, I highly recommend it, because it's a valuable skill to have, to be able to converse in other languages. But one of these days, maybe I'll get back into something, but for now, it's just English for me.
I'm gonna say 1.5 ish. I'm half Filipino. My mom's a first generation immigrant. So I cannot read Tagalog, but if someone is speaking to me in Tagalog, I normally can understand them. My responses are terrible, but I can listen to all of the gossip from my titas when we're at parties. But that's about it.
Hi, Momiji.
Momiji.
She finally decided to come up here. And I think she's not trying to cause chaos. Maybe.
If you can't say that, you're gonna jinx the situation.
Yeah, why
She's
not?
going to choose violence.
No.
Father, I crave violence. Toxic Raspberry is looking for information on, do Finn, Alphonse, and Seth live in the same universe?
No. And I'm not gonna say like I would never dabble or drop Easter eggs or anything like that, because I could really easy. I just don't want to set that expectation, because it's already hard enough doing Alphonse and Seth. If I muddy those waters even more, I feel like people are gonna be like super confused. Not that I wouldn't like it. I'd love the banter. I don't foresee me pursuing it as a thing. Oh shit. It's the motherfucking Queen of Sauce. Chat's about to be so confused. Alright, so you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna preface it or anything. Greetings! It is I, the Queen! Momiji, it's okay. It's okay. The Queen of Sauce. Here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. Momiji got my face like, are you okay? Are you dying? I am. This week's dish, stir fry. It's a perfect way to get some healthy greens on your plate. Saute the greens in a little sesame oil. And make sure to add plenty of fresh ginger and garlic. Now breathe deeply. Oh, that's good. I'm sorry this has happened.
I am so
I'm
happy.
not.
So
I'm grateful.
'Tis the season.
I miss the Queen of Sauce.
I just eviscerated my vocal cords trying to go that high. And Momiji was like, are you... Did I step on your toe? What happened? Although now I'm like, imagine this very light cat stepping on my toe and it hurting.
Queen of Sauce could get it. I love you.
These are all correct responses. One time it was, Guzma was the Queen of Sauce. That was fun. I don't want to overcomplicate things though. My voice. My poor voice.
I don't think any of us would ask you to do that.
That's fair.
That's a lot of layers.
Layers upon layers. Look at all these leaks.
Sorry, I'm not following these in any real order. Galaxanessus, I probably butchered that, says or asked, what meme lives rent-free in your head? We've talked about memes before, but it's an ever-shifting landscape.
It is an ever-shifting landscape. Oh, come on. What have I been... Fuck, I don't know. I lose track of, like, memes. It's just like candy, you know? It's empty calories. You consume it and then you move on. There's been some good, I think, Final Fantasy 14 related memes.
I was
Jocko
thinking
pointed
about
out
that.
J memes, and I was like, that's me. Like, I just troll
Yeah, no, that's
all night.
Urian J
sometimes.
memes. They have been really good.
I was thinking of that one Emmett Selk video.
Yes.
Gosh,
Oh my god, yeah. I would go watch that video right now on stream if it wasn't spoilery.
yeah.
So good.
Oh my god. Emmett Selk. I would clean the cobwebs off that Ashian rod. Jesus, I'm sorry.
You're not. I'm not there either.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm living my truth.
I mean, if anyone wanted to know what they could blame for procrastination, let's just say it's Final Fantasy 14. blame that for everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I can't even deny. It's also been a great source of inspiration. I wrote my first 1,000 words of fic because of it in a very long time. Very long time.
And it was good. Very good.
It's a good time. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I can't even say anything about my favorite Arianji meme because it's not exactly safe for work. But you know which one. Those who know, know. Anime Heat asked, what made you want to do Shiggy audios?
I was goofing around and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna... And then I did the voice just on a whim and I was like, fuck. It felt so good to do something so different. It was out of my usual, like, vibe. I liked the amount of breathiness. Some people want more rasp in their Shiggy. I find it to be foolish to try and force it. So I just kind of let it happen, and if it doesn't, then it's still, like, pleasant to my ears without being obnoxious. And I think that's kind of the problem with Shiggy, is some people lean into the... I don't know, like, there's are times where I'm like, shut him the fuck up, please. And there's other times where I'm like, no, I like that. It's a nice balance of, like, this dark thing. I don't even know how to explain voices, even though I use mine for work. And I just said, like, you know, why not? I would like to do something with a villain, and I'm more of a fan of Shiggy than I am of, like, basically any of the other villains. So, yeah, it just felt good. Also, spoiler alert for people who didn't pay enough attention to a certain audio, I really liked how my hawks sounded. The only thing is, it was kind of lightning in a bottle. I've sat down and tried to do it again, and I'm very picky. And I'm like, fuck, that doesn't sound quite like how I thought it sounded. And then I'll try and try and try and try, and then I'm like, why am I wasting my time? I should be doing something productive. But yeah, I like how my hawks sounded too. Another thing is, like, I don't want to come across like I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it because they're popular. Like, don't get me wrong, they are popular. Doing popular voices is good business. But, you know, I want to do something with it. Like, even if it's just a simple, whether it's a silly story or, you know, a more, like, in-depth plot. Like, there is a plot hook for... Here, I'll give you guys a little Christmas present. The Aizawa, whatever it's called, where he's captured and beaten up, and plot twist, it's Hawks testing him. That plot where Hawks is recruiting Aizawa for a task force, essentially, and Shiggy's vague plot that I have in my head, these are happening congruently and are related. I don't know what I'm doing with that, but that was my intent, was that Hawks is putting together kind of like a task force to go and of folks who are not afraid to kind of operate in the gray area. and Aizawa's perfect for that. So hi Toshi, what are you doing in here?
I would like you to know that it is just called Captured and Beaten.
Well, I was just looking to find the link. We share a brain cell.
No, you know what? I am amending my answer to the "has it ever been weird" question. Yes, it was weird when I listened to myself pretending to get beaten up, and I liked it.
Oh, I remember those DMs you sent me about that. The
It
conflict in your heart.
It awakened something for sure.
Oh my god. I'm linking the audio in question for the folks.
It's great. Hawks is at the end, but I do suggest you listen to it all. Like, I thought the sound effects of like the hitting and my reaction, and there's a part where that was really hot. Doesn't he sticks his fingers in Aizawa's mouth too? And so I remember the comments are like, "Why would he do that? Gross!" Like, yeah, sweetheart.
You want to talk about that, sir? He just did. You can go beep the audio.
Yeah, it's great. And then the final like reveal at the end, you can hear my Hawks voice. It was really great. It was if I wanted to try and like do an anime protagonist, I think it would probably sound like my Hawks. It was nice, like maybe an older anime protagonist. Like we're talking like the cool guy. So maybe he's not even the protagonist. He's the one that everybody wants to bang.
I do love me an older anime protag. So many are literal children. Okay, since we're talking about My Hero stuff, Lee asked, what do you think, what kind of quirk would Al, Seth, and Finn have if they were in My Hero Academia? This might have to be a group think one, but do you have any thoughts on that?
I hate the words that are about to come out of my mouth. I think Alphonse would be a stretchy boy.
Oh, what? Like bubblegum?
Yeah. And I hate it.
I love that for him.
It's probably like fucking Fantastic Four, Mr. Fuckface. I hate it. I hate it. That's useless to me in a
I was
world
thinking
where.
of Elastigirl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, all right. Different story. Elastigirl can get it, but
Right.
fucking Mr. Fantastic, is that his name? I don't know. I hate the Fantastic Four so much. It's and I think it's because most of my consumption of Fantastic Four has been the bad
it is
like cartoons.
Mr. Fantastic. I had to confirm.
All right, yeah. Yikes, Mr. Fantastic. You
I don't really care for the
stretch.
Fantastic Four either.
I don't either.
Someone
Though,
compared it to being like taffy, which
yeah, that was what that was
Yeah.
my thought. Yeah, like taffy lap. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
And then I have to keep that. Yeah, Seth's a lot harder. He would probably be more along the lines of an Aizawa type, so a power that something that relies on him just relying on like his physicality, like his actual like strength as a fighter and person, but he has something that makes him more effective, because like Aizawa can fucking take your shit away and then it's just, you know, like then it's just you and him. Something like that, but I have no idea what it would be or how it would make sense for his character.
Generation fan said Seth has the power to turn into a motorcycle.
He is just a transformer.
Transformer.
He's like, they said I could be anything, so I became a Um, Finn would be a plant boy. That one's super easy. Finn would be
Yeah.
Finn would be poison ivy, but Finn.
Jackie threw me a curveball saying slime boy, and I was like, wait, what? Plants!
No! You
Oh, no.
bastard! It's okay, it was a shit plant.
Oh,
Burb.
Borb.
Jackie, just typing slime does not explain yourself.
I need the logic.
So she's saying Alphonse would be a slime boy.
No, she said Finn.
She said Finn.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Jackie? Are you having...
I mean, I want a slime boy or a goo boy. Anytime.
yeah,
but
I
Finn
mean, it's coming
with
one
a
of these
quirk.
days.
You're a plant boy.
That's a plant boy for sure. Or... that's like normal Finn. Yandere Finn would have some kind of like crazy dark portal power or something. Yeah. He'd basically be what's that character from Apex Legends who makes the portal tunnels? That one.
No idea.
And it's just a portal. You place it down, you come out the other end strategically. Yeah, that would be really cool if Finn was that type.
Jackie. I said what I said.
Jack, you know what? Her mind is full of shadow. You can't take what she says at face value.
No, she's on the Transformer shit right now.
Oh.
Yeah, she did say, what was it? Seth would be into Megatron. I'm not projecting.
Totally not
Seth
projecting.
would be into... Hey, speaking of Jackie and Seth related things, sometime whenever chapter 2 is wrapped up, you know what? Never mind. It's gonna be a spoiler. No, I can say
Yeah, I
this.
was gonna
What
say.
about? All right. Yeah. Well, let's do a Derek character design stream.
That could be fun.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
The Astral Twink one was great.
That was great.
That was a good time.
We also need to do my like slightly stuck up Megane boy OC.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. And remember
die.
remember the series that was submitted,
Oh no.
Yeah.
which doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily
uh-huh.
suit that archetype I'm going for, but absolutely does work with the look. Oh yes. Welcome to the danger zone.
Chat, I'm in danger.
Damn, this music is slapping right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got the quirk one. Would Prince Blurby? Prince Blurb. Sorry. Would Seth or Al sleep with stuffed animals, do you think?
Alphonse for sure.
Alphonse, yeah.
Alphonse for sure. Oh, but I will say Seth is enough of a mama's boy that if he had a special thing from her, he would have it close by. I'm not gonna go as far as to say he's like sleeping with the stuffy his mama gave him, but he definitely has one, and it's probably not too far from his person.
Jackie mentioned the Mothman stuffy, the one that I have.
Yes, I have him too, and
You already got that for me, actually.
I did, and I liked it so much. Like, even after the fact, I went back and I was like, I like it so much, I want it for myself too. It's great. I think absolutely he has. Yeah, you're right. He's got a Mothman plush, and it's in his bed. Canon. Boom. Done. Just like that.
I'm glad Cryptid Hunter Seth is canon.
Yes. Me too. Those are the kind of hijinks. That, to go back to that question, those are the kind of hijinks that I think when the dust settles and peace returns to the land, the kind of hijinks that them boys would get up to would be like, we're gonna go do ghost hunting or cryptid hunting and shenanigans, and they will be happy and nothing bad will ever come to them, and it'll just be joyful. Oh no, I'm so exhausted, I can't. I'm gonna have to eat the leek. I'm gonna have to eat the leek, but it's a gift. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was just double checking. I was gonna find which website are plushies from. I think they're moving their shop. Yeah, they're moving their shop right now. It was Fairy Log Press though. They're moving right now, so they are not open.
They picked a hell of a time.
All right, right.
Maybe they closed it up after Christmas shipping wouldn't be viable anyways.
Yeah, that's my guess too.
It's great. There's also what's called a moth ball, which is baby moth. It's great.
He's just a poof. And I love on the back of it, it's got like the all-seeing eye.
Yeah.
On the back of the moth fallen. It's so cute. Yeah. Fairy Log Press.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my.
Oh.
You touched on this a little bit earlier when we were talking about the script writing stuff, but Claire asked, what did you want to do when you were in high school?
When I was in high school, I wanted to be a director. I wanted to go to film school. Took me a long time to figure out that that's what I wanted to do. Because I was depressed a lot, and thinking about the future was very exhausting. So I let everything just slip. There was no plan in place. I made it to my senior year, made it halfway through my senior year. What? I'm just all of a sudden remembering a dream that I had that is so... The anxiety it induced was so strong that I thought it was a reality for a second. I did graduate. But the anxiety from that dream just made me go, wait, what is the truth? Yeah, I didn't really have a plan, and I was like, oh, film school. And then I was dumb, and I thought it would be smart to try and marry my high school sweetheart. And doing that, if I went to film school, I'd have to go live on a campus in a different city, No, I can't do that. This is the only person that'll ever love me. So I changed my plans, and wasted a lot of time. And I never did the film school thing. But it worked out.
Yeah, I think that's some solid advice in general, is that you really got to think about your future and your goals and how that involves a significant other. Because I have a similar story too, where I had some aspirations that I didn't follow through with because of being with someone, and I have regrets about that. So you gotta think real hard about that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's tough because future you can't tell past you things, so.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to, like, depending on shit you've been through. For me, I, at the time, needed to cling to the thought that this was I was good enough. Like, I desperately needed that. Even though, like, you know, it's very easy to say, one, it was a pretty loveless relationship at that point anyways, and we were just like playing pretend for the sake of other people's expectations, I guess. But yeah, I think especially, I mean, I was gonna say early life, but even now, like I'm about to turn 30, and that's still pretty early life. I think you have to be selfish sometimes, especially when it comes to like the pursuit of your passions. And sometimes like it might not be compatible with what you think you wanted or needed in terms of things that are, and it's not something everyone wants to say, but things that are expendable, which is a significant other. in those terms, if it's like, yeah, no, I had to think about it for a second, but yeah, like if it is between you and the life path that brings you the greatest joy, if a significant other isn't compatible with it, maybe they shouldn't be your significant other.
Right, and that definitely can breed resentment.
Absolutely.
And absolutely does. Whether you want it to or not, like, you may be in love with someone, but you can also resent them for, like, air quotes, holding you back from your aspirations.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's, yeah, oh god, that's a lot. But yeah.
We could dig deep on that one.
We could get way in there.
Woo. Oh man. But yeah, it's be your best self for yourself, and the right people will follow.
Yeah. Ultimately, what I come to realize is like the only thing you can truly be certain of is yourself. And that's not advocating like against trust or anything like that. But I think it is important to know you have to build a fucking foundation. And you are the foundation. And if you start kind of like branching out too soon, or you start making concessions before you've even done the thing, whatever your thing is, if you're already making compromises, it's like, well, when was it ever about you? If you're already like, you haven't done your thing or like got your footing in whatever it is that you want to do or where you need to go, like if you're already at the point where you're like, well, you know, it'll be fine if, you know, I don't do this, or I find a different way to do this, and maybe it's not quite right, but you know, I'm happy with this person. Happiness is important. But sometimes you have to make like tough fucking calls like that, and the tough call might be like, you know, this happiness now is great, but we're talking like life, and you know, it's one of those things, and you know, for people who have been there and like it actually is sunshine and rainbows and it's all worked out, you know, bless you, you did it, and that's cool, that's great. But in my own experience, knowing like those, absolutely, the feelings of resentment and just feeling like you wasted time, that's why I now have this like, I have like several complexes from all that, but I definitely am prone to like overworking myself and hitting like burnout because of like the fear of not making the most of the time I have now because of the time that was wasted, so to speak. I don't think wasted time is a thing, but I think there can be much better uses of time. Because, like, I wouldn't be YuuriVoice today if I didn't do whatever back whenever. But I probably would still be me. You know, like, if I made the better decisions, I probably just would have been further ahead and happier sooner.
And a lot of these things, too, really are life experience related to. It's like you just need to gain the experience to really understand some of these things sometimes, which is tough because like when you're young, dumb, and full of love, sometimes it can be hard to look towards the future and where you're gonna be.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, we have a tip. Two tips. Okay. Enchanter Rose said they gave me the artist who is shy and does not want super amounts of attention. But I will go check excuse me, I will go check out that howl. Momiji Stan account tipped $25 and said happy holidays, PogChamp. Why did I say it like that? I don't think I am the PogChamp. I think it's happy holidays, PogChamp. No, maybe no. I'll be your little PogChamp. Why not?
Ooh, Blue brings up a good point. Speaking of taking care of yourself, did y'all eat, drink, and take meds yet? Did you, Blue?
I'm good. I'm not putting another thing in my body that isn't water today, because, good lord, that curry did a number on me.
I'm eating a potato right now.
Oh, potato.
Baked potato.
I am well hydrated and well fed, and I'm actually having a cookie right now. It's delicious.
Nice. Oh, I really should go to the fucking community center, shouldn't I?
Blue, I'm proud of you. Yeah. If I just randomly cut out, it's because I might have kid aggro.
That is okay.
So valid. So if you hear a little voice like, "Hey," that's my son.
All you got to do is point me in the direction of another tangent I can go on.
Pretty good at that. This one's cute. Sonic Generation fan asks, would you say Al is borderline himbo? More like
No, I don't think so. He is definitely more. He's just a tall twink. And I think he definitely has more of the. If he does anything that makes him look dumb, it's for humor's sake, not actually dumb. Well, hold on. I think sometimes he is a little dumb. So maybe borderline is right.
He's smart but has moments. I mean, like many of us do.
Yeah, like he'll sit there and quote you whoever's theory it is about fucking equal and opposite reactions. But then at the same time, like, I can't think of an example right now, but yeah, sometimes he's a little dumb. It just be like that. Fuck, I have to be fishing. Oh my god, I'm slacking so hard.
I'm pulling this one ahead because my brain did a thing, and it's silly to me. The sushi server asked, "Does Alphonse have Judy on his island in Animal Crossing?" And my brain just automatically inserted Judi Dench for some reason. But anyway, that's the question. Judy, not Judi Dench.
Judy.
I don't know who Judy is. Who is Judy?
Hold on.
Judy.
Isn't Judy the one with the? Oh, it's the pastel one with the sparkle eyes.
Pastel Bear? Yeah.
Pastel Bear.
Yeah, he does, absolutely, because I do.
That's cute.
Yeah,
I think I've seen a Judi Dench meme recently, and so
I did too. And where is this from? Is this more clothes? I have so many nice new things. I have some very cute sweaters that I have acquired recently. But yeah, he would have Judy for sure. I got Judy off the black market.
How much did they cost you?
They were cheap. They were just the character cards, the fake ones.
Okay. That'd be bark. I love it. Okay, Brugwhirl asked if Guzma and Alphonse met. How much arguing would they do? Is it like, or they said, it's like the Spider-Man meme, and the listeners are in the corner becoming friends.
Yeah, I feel like they would like clash, but the moment they find something to like unite over, then it's just the chaotic energy would take over, and it would just be wild. I would love for something like that to be a thing, but also their voices are way too similar. It'd be even more confusing than it already is with Al and Seth. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I will say, doing the videos where we cut between the two as they speak, that might be something I want to look into more, because
yeah, I thought it was
helps.
really nice on this last one, and because I had seen comments where people were saying that sometimes, some people have mentioned like neurodivergent people had particularly mentioned like I sometimes have a hard time understanding who's speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had seen requests for like transcripts and stuff in the past too.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all ain't getting that, but I do think being able to visualize it, whether it's, you know, I thought about doing things, I don't know. Any way you cut it, it's a lot of work, but I think we're hitting a point where I see how we could do it fairly easily, and it's just, it would literally just be jump cuts between the shots.
Yeah, from my perspective, it's not that hard. It's just it takes more. If it's a really long audio, it definitely takes longer to do, but it's not difficult to edit at all. And it looks nice, I think. Skella asked, you think Finn was that kid with the rolling backpack in school?
I don't want to talk about it. Maybe he was. a little baby Totoro. Come down. Come down. Dang. Wow, I'm playing really badly. I should be so much further ahead.
But are you having a good time? That's what matters.
I am. It's just a little head empty, a little. God dang it. I hate that. When you go to the map, it shouldn't. Yeah, that's terrible. Patch that. How dare you give me other cool things? Oh, I could be making fertilizer. I hate it here.
Okay, I'm pulling this one ahead too. Rachel Lee asked to follow up to the backpack question, who is most likely to own and wear Heelys unironically? Why do we talk about Heelys so damn much lately?
I don't know.
On that note. Heelys are something that live in our head rent free, I guess.
Yeah. Alphonse would be a Heelys person.
I love it. I am speed. Okay. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I try to ask them in the order that they are received, but sometimes it just makes sense to relate the topics. Yeah, Blue has a mount in Final Fantasy 14 that's like flaming wheels, and we make a lot of Heelys jokes about them.
So many Heelys jokes.
So
Doge. Wait, what? Does this dog look different than... Did the dog get a fresh coat of paint? Did I give the dog a fresh...
That dog is definitely not the base dog.
God damn, let me upgrade ya.
Unless they change the
Oh
base
God.
dogs and
Oh,
let
he
them
smiles. What are we gonna name this dog?
I would still like to know what Al's favorite cryptid is from Sonic Generation fan.
I want to say it's the Chupacabra, because I want to say Chupacabra in Alphonse's voice.
Valid.
What are we naming this dog?
Alphonse.
That'll be the horse, because he's going to ride him everywhere.
Valid.
Who do we want as a pet? I'd say Finn, but that's just me.
Wow, that is... A dog named Finn. A good boy.
Jackie wants a dog named Carlos.
A dog... Boy, you gotta... I don't even want to think... I don't want to... That... I don't like the visual of that put in my head. I don't want the dog to get Carlosed.
Oh my, that is true.
That would make me really sad.
Yeah. Wow, thanks, Jackie.
Because then you can... Okay, in Stardew, you can pet the dog, right?
Yes, you can.
Good.
Yes. You can pet all of your animals, and you are encouraged to once a day.
It makes them love you.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy. I need to play Stardew. Okay, Ruler of Nerds asks, where did the name Momiji come from? I recently watched OG Fruits Basket again, so I was wondering if it was from that or another anime.
No, Momiji just means maple, and she is maple colored. I kind of wanted to... I don't know. It made sense to me, like Toshi is already a Japanese name, short for Toshinori. So my head said, well, shit, might as well, like, keep it thematic. I thought of a few names, and none of them really hit right. And then Momiji was just worked. And there's a lot of other names that I call her that just spawn from that name. So it's like, I call her Miji, I call her Big Meej, I call her Momi, Mimi, I call her all sorts of shit, so yeah, it just works. Can I replant potato? No, do not eat raw potato. Bad.
I mean, you technically, like, can eat raw potato.
I know, technically. It's just not... Don't eat a potato like it's an apple.
I'm just reminded that in Final Fantasy 14 they call it a Popoto.
They do.
And that bothers me.
Yeah, like, when do they determine to give things names that are, like, common things? Just a different name, just because. Like...
I mean, because a potato is a lalafell, duh.
That's true.
Okay, fair. That's very fair.
That's just science. Momiji, hi. Hello. Oh, it's cat time. It's cat time. Oh, it's explore all the stuff on my desk time, apparently.
Purple, you're invalid.
What did Purple say?
Raw potato tastes good though? No!
That is the most...
Y'all are just making me like have the need to the next time I see you in person to bite into a raw potato just to assert dominance.
No, don't do that. Don't do it.
No.
Mommy, hi. Gosh,
I love you, Purple, but that, my soul just hurts now thinking about eating a raw potato.
Why is my arm so tired? Hi.
I was with you on the fairy bread thing. I was ready to form an alliance on fairy bread, but I can't do raw potato.
Oh. No, that's my water.
It's her water now.
No, this is my microphone.
Mommy just wants to be a streamer.
She does.
I think we should let her.
She would. I don't know if I'm ready to expose her to the bowels of the internet. Don't bite me. She gives me smooches. I think last time that stream got to hear about Momiji, they only knew that she would come up and nibble my nose and boot my nose to her nose. Well, now she just wants kisses. So she comes up, she'll do the nose boop, but then she will literally put her lips on my lips. And I have never been a kiss your pet on the lips person, but it's, what am I going to do? Be like, no.
Mommy runs this house.
Yeah,
She
like,
gets what she wants.
yeah, I'm not going to deny her sugar. Like, fuck. So, that's how it goes. So I'm a fucking weird cat kisser now, I guess. And what am I going to do? She puts her fucking face on my face. I'm not going to go, mwah. She just likes the moi. So she's like, oh, do that. Oh, you do that when I put my face here? Okay. I'm like, well, all right. Here we are. I'm going to pretend that you don't clean your butt with your face. You have to just suspend your disbelief. Or rather, your belief.
Just suspend your belief of that.
Yeah. Just your butt magically cleans itself. Because you're a princess. Oh, enter the wizard's tower. And
Those are Tootsie Rolls in the litter box. That's not cat poops.
Jesus.
Never happens.
Oh, God.
Even with the update, you still cannot date the wizard, and that is a crime.
Man.
I don't think the broader YouTube chat has been able to, or has heard my like theory on who the wizard is.
Oh yeah.
The wizard is a time-traveling Alphonse. So in the game where Alphonse was the character, he has gone back to guide young Alphonse. Although Alphonse would never grow that facial hair. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't want to never say never.
I mean, it's not terrible.
It's pretty majestic.
It's all right.
Especially in like this moment when he'd have to hide his identity from Seth.
Oh, he'd have to. Oh, don't do this to me.
I'm doing this to you.
No, don't do this to me. Maybe it's
Long
just a
lost
bad.
lovers separated through time.
Oh no. Separated through time and a questionable goatee. And a cowboy hat. That's why
That's
am
how
I
Seth
just
finds
now?
out. That's how Seth finds out. It's his old cowboy hat.
Oh my god.
Or future cowboy hat.
Oh my god. I just now realized that the wizard has a fucking cowboy. Holy shit.
there's two comments in the chat that are side by side, which is just funny. So holy moly, it's 2 a.m. already, and at 2 a.m. Al is now a wizard cowboy. Yeehaw! Alakazam.
Alakazam. Now, Seth, listen up. You drink this yee juice,
No!
and you will have a bountiful crop. And that's how the Cowboy Seth AU started.
Is that what this is? The lead into Cowboy Seth?
Yeah. What? He just fucking peaced out. Oh, shit. Are you a wizard?
Are you a wizard? Ask the wizard.
The little fright hands just now.
All right. I'm sorry, chat, if you're like actually trying to soak in all these characters in the plot. I have done this like 10 times. So I'm gonna, now that we've had enough time with the wizard, I'm just gonna go ahead and... we got a tip earlier, 6 minutes ago. Black Vampire Cat, tip $10, said, unfortunately, I can't stay long since I'm still at work, but wanted to drop in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am gonna sleep so good tonight.
Excellent.
I don't think I'm jinxing that.
So we'll be expecting messages at 3 a.m.
No. No.
I will judge you.
Don't wish that on me.
I don't wish it. I'm just speaking from experience.
You just know better.
Okay. Cherry Bomb has two things to ask. What is the boy's fave thing to call the listener? So that's the first one.
I think Seth calling the listener sugar is definitely a thing. I really like that, and people seem to lose their mind when that happened. And then, cinnamon roll for Alphonse. He likes that a lot. I forget a lot of pet names. It's a carousel, and shit. I do my best, but sometimes my best is fine.
It's fun.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
And what would the boys do if the listener would play with their hair?
Be content and happy. I just can't imagine any character I ever done.
What would be the alternate? Yeah.
Like, I personally I melt when my hair is played with, so like I can't imagine closed on Wednesdays. I'm taking my talents to Joja Mart. Does Joja Mart buy things? Joja Mart, take my daffodil. Please. Please. You ain't got... Oh, no. Alright, well. Yeah, Shane's hard at work. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's my little pog champ. Hey. There you go. What's the matter?
I want that as a pet name in audio.
Yeah. You like it when I get all poggers on you, huh?
I mean, so Al, when he's camming,
Oh my!
would have had to, somebody would have had to have paid him to call them
His little pog champ? Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Yeah. I absolutely believe that.
How much would you have to pay him to get him to say that though?
Oh, not much. He's
Like $20?
yeah, no, he's where's my Doge? Doge? Finn. Oh, Finn. Where's my good boy? No, don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird.
Was it?
Oh.
Wasn't he inside?
He was. Why does he look like a fucking? What is? Why he looked like? Fuck.
Oh no, he looks like he's got the glasses thing, like that one fucking. What is the name of it? Mangy Mutt.
No.
Oh
No.
my god,
It's
no.
hers. No.
Oh, there we
Wake
go.
up.
Okay,
Not
we
Mangy
fixed it.
Mutt.
We fixed
Wake
it.
him up.
He looked to me. He looked like a damn.
That's a good boy.
I'm getting my Star Trek races mixed up. It's the like warrior. He looked like the guy from the show. Anywho, don't at me. I don't.
What?
No, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Not happening anymore.
I'm tired.
I don't like it when he sleeps. His face is
Get
cute.
the fuck! Get no! My fucking cabbages.
You need a scarecrow, man.
Haven't I? Oh, I can make one. God dang it. I hate this. Every time I stream, I quit MLGing and I go, I'm just a normie. Just a normie.
Are you watching any anime at the moment?
No. No, I'm not. I'm all. Hi, Michi. I'm all caught up on Demon Slayer. And there's stuff I need to watch, but I have not started. What are you doing, little lady? How long has this been going on? Am I tired?
Almost 3 hours.
Almost 3, yeah.
So if you wanted to do packages.
Yeah, packages.
Packages.
Let's do packages.
I'm gonna send you a link to the thing that I got. as well.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Oh, I've seen this thing.
You've seen the thing, yeah. I gotta get the drive link.
What are you doing, Meej?
Do I know how to use Drive? Google Drive.
Is this the thing I need to pull up, or we?
That's up to you. I just.
It's
got
always very hard. Everyone's gonna
You
see
don't
my.
have to.
Everyone's gonna see my tabs. They're gonna see plush Appleton life-sized Mochiri. Because I'm waiting for it to come in stock. Oh shit! Is it ready? Oh, shipping. Why are you like this? Okay. Oh shit. Okay. All right, time out. I have to buy this.
That everything.
Chat, this is why it's hard to buy anything for this guy.
If someone tried to buy me the life-size Appleton, I would smack them. They do not need to buy me him. I will buy him myself. Let me get this. Fucking Mimsy needs a life-size friend.
I miss Mimsy.
He's so
He's
great.
a good-ass boy.
I still remember the times where we all did the team skull thing, and we have shots with us and Mimsy at the bar with beers. It's a good time.
Mimsy had a long day.
Mimsy had a long day.
Oh, yes. Give me this. I would not be doing this in the middle of the stream if this wasn't like an going out of stock pre-order type deal. This is my version of the PS5. Yes, I've read the terms and conditions. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about the shipping on this dude, but
Oh no.
no, it's worth it. It's worth it. He's a good boy. Oh my god. Yep, okay. Well. Did I... Okay. Nice.
Did you do it?
I did question mark. Oh. Ooh, shit, this is good. Thoo. Oh my.
Art so much.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't he? They got the hunch too. They got him hunching and everything.
Yeah.
I commissioned an Alphonse art for him.
Oh, oh, Daddy,
And him
lips are
smirking.
so smoochy. Oh, I've gotta. What? Oh, we gotta. How do I? Oh, all right. I've gotta find a way. This is gonna be very difficult. Didn't I do this before?
For those who missed it, Thu commissioned art of Alphonse for Yuri for Christmas. That it was his live reaction to seeing it.
Yes, that's. I didn't. Whatever that sounded like, that's not what you think.
Like, how'd you like him? I was like, hey, you know what? You get a boy in every style.
Hell yeah. Properties? Window capture? No, that's not.
And here's the funny thing about that too. And I've commissioned this artist before, and I messaged them and I asked, hey, do you have any slots open? They said no. I'm like, oh well, let me know when you have slots. I've got this really cool boy, and I sent like some reference images, and she was like, I'll do it.
Oh, snap. I love that.
So it was a good time.
Okay, here we go. There he is.
She liked your boy.
Oh, that is wonderful. Look at him.
He's so good.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. I adore. What a good ass boy. Thank you so much, dude.
You're welcome. Yeah, I
Oh.
really like how their style is like cartoony, but also like slightly realistic. I don't know. There's something about it that I really like.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. God bless. I am. That's the good shit. That's the good shit. think everyone has lost their shit.
Yeah, I'll link their Twitter. It's Ada Shuko.
Is his hair like purple or something? I guess. I don't. His hair is that
who's
color.
The artist?
It's not. I don't think pink is right. I think it is more of a purpley. But there has
like a
been.
purple-pink color.
Yeah, there has been art where it's been more pink. There has been art when it's been darker. It's just, it is.
I like to think that if Al ever has to refresh his hair, he just walks into the aisle and picks whatever is closest.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds absolutely correct.
I'm just gonna say for now, chat, while Yuri is gonna probably go through packages and stuff people sent him, we're not gonna, let's put a pause on questions.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's good. Because we still have some out there too, which may or may not be answered tonight.
Give me just a second. Hi, Toshi. You can ask me some questions real quick while I'm doing a thing.
Sure. Okay, let's see what we got here. Does Seth's bike have a name?
I didn't think of it at the time, but if he named a knife, he absolutely would name his fucking bike. And I have no idea. I don't know yet. But there's definitely I don't know. It's something I have to figure out, but I've got no fucking clue.
Okay. This is for the entire team. This is kind of a broad question, but what would past you think of present you?
Oh, he'd be very fucking amused. He'd be like, "You what?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. You should have more faith in that voice thing."
Yeah. I think past me would be really surprised at how independent I am today. That's a good thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think Pastia would be really, really proud of where I'm at now, because I had much different plans, and I have decided to put myself first in my life, and I got amazing friends and relationships and a career out of it, so.
Nice. That's the good shit.
Hell yeah. And of course, everyone else who wants to answer that in the chat, go nuts. Age of Calamity streams, are you thinking of doing more of those in the future, or maybe do the game on your own time?
No, I do want to do more. Hey, Toshi, maybe don't eat kitten food. Bye. Yeah, I want to. So the Stardew stream, I would be streaming Age of Calamity. But Stardew at Christmas time brings back a lot of really warm, fuzzy memories. So it just felt right to go do Stardew. Even though I'm so anal about maximizing my time in game, and I'm just so bad at. I will quite honestly probably restart and MLG it. All right, so I'm gonna open stuff. Okay. Yo. Bruh. Okay, so this is my card from Hex Lazarus. Very cute, hand doodled stuff. Oh, hi, Michi. Very, very nice. And the letter says, "Hey Yuri, hope you and yours are staying warm and holding up all right. Even if not, I hope things get better." Oh, Michi. Ow. Ow. Why can't you go up the normal way? Ow. Even if not, I hope things get better and you have my well wishes regardless. I've included a little something. It's not much, but I hope it's of use anyways. You helped me a great deal. If I'm being honest, it always helps to have things to look forward to and take refuge in when it's all too hard, you know? So seriously, thank you. Happy holidays and best wishes, Hex. Thank you so much. That's super sweet. Okay. Miji found out that there were gifts, and she was just baffled that they're not all hers. She is...
Sounds like a lie.
Yeah, I mean, clearly. From Bubbles the Asgardian, there are... Okay, there's a... No, Miji. Oh my god. Please do not do this. Oh my god. She's pressing buttons. I'm on Streamlabs. Don't break the stream. Please don't break the stream. No, it's not for you. Aww. Okay, there's a lot of... Let me make sure I get it all out. No, it's not for you. Okay, I think... No. Okay. Ow! That's my finger! Don't mute the... Ooh, cat. Oh, no, cat. Ow. No. Alright, she's sending messages to the... She's sending code to the chat.
Miji has sent Theo and I secret messages.
Oh, there's a ton of really cute stickers in here. There's a Totoro, a Shiggy, a very mischievous bunny, Baby Yoda, more Totoro. This is wonderful. They are not for eating, ma'am. No, don't sit on the... Alright. Okay. Alright, she sat on the letter. Alright, get... This is not for you. Aww. All right, Bubble says, may the Christmas season and the present year on a cheerful note and make... Do not eat it. Do not eat it. She's eating it. Stop. Stop. And on a cheerful note and make way for a fresh and bright new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Bubbles. Thank you. Oh, no. No. Hey, don't do that. Man, there's more note from... Oh my god. Get off the keyboard. Yeah, I was worried this was gonna happen. There was another note that's very sweet and ironically ends with P.S. Momiji is the cutest thing ever. As she desperately tried to eat the note and the card and everything. So, yes, she is adorable. And she is a Hellraiser. And now I'm going to bust open... Ooh, I've had Skella's box wrong side up this whole time. Very fancy wax seal note. I literally didn't see that side of the box because I am clearly a fool. Aww. Oh. YuuriVoice, thank you for bringing some light to this dark year, for the stories you tell and characters we love, for being a really cool dude who works hard even when it's difficult, and for making this weird little corner of the internet a place to feel safe. And cat pictures. Merry Christmas, my dude, Skella. Skella. Thank you for the very sweet note. Now, this is my second gift I've opened. I don't think I've physically unwrapped a thing yet. So, we're getting a little frisky on the 22nd. Damn. I have fantastic ribbon that Momiji will definitely steal before the night is through. Oh. Unwrapping ASMR? Is that what this is now? Ooh. We got a very nice box. That is what we have here. An excellent box. With excellent paper. And what is this? Oh my gosh. There's a lot happening here. What is this? What? This is so cool. I don't know what to call it. But it is a thing. Oh my god. It's like... It's a thing. Skella, tell them what it is. My words fail me right now. But this is so fucking cool. Yes. Oh, I can't wait to put this somewhere Momiji won't fuck it up.
Also, Skella said TBH, the ribbon is for Moby.
Okay, good to know. Very good to know. Are there secrets under here? No. Okay. Okay, and then there's this little thing. Alright, I'm opening the little thing. What is this? Oh, this is cute. This is pretty. Whoa. This is so cool. It's a fucking... Why are words so hard? It looks like an old school, like... mouse cursor floating in a glittery cuteness. And you can, like...
Is it one of Skella's resin things?
Yeah.
Oh, so cool. I love Skella stuff.
Yeah, and the big one is a resin. That was the word I was looking for. A resin. There's like leaves in there and flakies and flowers, and it's cute. Thank you. This is so cool. I've got to put this somewhere safe, like immediately, because I'm gonna blink and Momiji will be up here destroying it. I'll be back. I'm never too far away.
He's gone. In the distance.
I'm not gone. I'm here.
Gone but not forgotten.
Yeah.
If only we could forget.
Oh my god. Fucking mood. I have Oh, speaking of things, I don't know who else here, but I got something from Eden from a million moons ago that I had not gotten out of the post office. And it is a fucking Sweet Pete. It is the Kingdom Hearts figure of Pete.
Oh my god.
I adore it. I adore it. That was an old birthday gift that I guess has been chilling for a million years. But great choice. Excellent. And that is what I mean when I say, like, that is what you get the guy who gets everything, is like, you dig deep. You do it for the meme. Because I would never have thought to even.
Eden's very excited that you actually got it.
Yes, he is here. And he is safe. I do have something from Ray here that I only opened the box and saw the gift note in the top because I didn't know what it was or who it was from. I gave everything a check. Like, if I didn't know, like, if it wasn't legible or like it was like shipped from a place. So I have a thing from Ray, and I kind of want to open that too. And then I have Mark Maker's card and another card I will go grab right now. So I'll be right back.
In case anyone was unaware, Sweet Pete is like kind of a meme on the Discord server, which you can get for the $5 tier on Patreon. But Yuri likes to post various Pete memes in chat, and it's traumatizing.
But he's so thick.
I stepped in a melted ice cube. The cats love ice cubes. Alright, so let's do the cards first. Now this, I believe, is from Marie. Our friend of YuuriVoice and friends. Unless there just happens to be another Marie from this location who has sent me a card. Entirely possible, which would be a little awkward, but I feel confident in this. Oh, yes, okay. This is definitely okay. Oh, bro, I hope you and the Catos are having a great holiday. I've been so blessed to have found you, and I've got to know you more. Here's to hoping we can meet IRL this year. Nothing but good luck and good vibes for you and yours in 2020 and onward. Just so sweet. I need to make like YuuriVoice Christmas cards a thing, and actually like, you know, do them and send them. I'm so bad. Maybe when I've got my.
I think wouldn't be that hard to make either.
Yeah. Mark says it's been such a blessing to watch you and your content grow over the years. Here's to more growth and happiness in the future. That's very sweet. All right, and wow, how was the box that I've already opened so hard to reopen? Okay. All right. Ray's note with the thing says, "Merry Christmas. Hope your days are merry and bright." with rope of white. Thought I would send you something to set the mood for T&D. Love you, boss. Ray. I am terrified now. Oh, it has packing peanuts in here. Anything but the packing peanuts. Oh my god. Oh, this is so thick. Okay. Alright, we defeated the packing peanut boss.
Felt some fear when a package from Ray shows up.
Yeah, oh. Oh, yes. Oh, is this a candle? Oh. Oh, it smells so good. Why does... Oh. Oh. Oh, it's a fucking Eldritch Blast candle.
Yes.
Oh. Components, black currant tea. Oh. Oh, let me get a whiff of you. Can I? Oh, is it a pop top or a screw top? It is a pop top, isn't it? Okay. Yep. Oh. Oh, that smells so good. I've been on a candle kick too, so that is fantastic. Hell yes. I am.
Do they have a description on what Eldritch Blast smells like?
I think it just smells like black currant tea. Currant. No, but it does have a really cute. So it says Eldritch Blast, evocation cantrip, casting time 1 action, components black currant tea, duration 40 hour, weight 9 ounces. So it's the candle. Yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you everyone for the nice things. Let me try and secure this mess before Momiji comes up here and secures it for me, because she would love to do that. Okay.
LA Kingsman asked, does this mean Howl's Eldritch Blast now smells of black currant tea?
Yes, I will. I can't say it's canon, but I will say that I like the sound of that. Where do I put this? Where do I put this? All right. I don't know where to put that.
Panic.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll figure it out. Hell yeah. That is what I call a successful stream. And of course, right when I start panicking about Momiji coming in, she actually comes in.
Summoned her.
I know. She sensed my fear.
Rachel asked, will you post to Instagram or like your fleets gifts you got? Love to see.
Yeah, I think probably on Christmas I'll do like a haul thing.
Awesome. Yeah, because I have a package on the way to you too.
Yeah.
Probably. I think it might be there tomorrow. I don't remember what she said when I shipped it.
For those who don't know, Yuri's Twitter and Insta are both in the description box.
They
I
are.
did just post the link to the Twitter.
And you'll
We don't
never
have a fan.
guess. You'll never guess what the ad is.
Senor fuck ass.
I love that artist's style.
Yeah, they're good stuff. I think they did some Yuri on Ice stuff way back when. I think that's how I found them.
Hell yeah. My god, why are so many... Oh my god, I have so many fucking notifications.
Notification.
Yeah, alright, I feel like... this has been fairly successful. You guys have been staring at the pause screen for a million years. It's pretty dope. Do we got any rapid fire questions?
Any questions gonna be rapid fire with you?
I'm gonna try. What?
Ah!
One bullies me.
Okay. Do Al, Seth, or Finn have their own collection of something or something they like to collect?
Oh yeah, we were talking about this on the Discord. Yeah, Finn has collected the souls of past listeners, and they are now Christmas ornaments on his tree. How's that for a fucking collection?
Boom. What about Al or Seth?
Al, Seth. I don't know. I can't.
All right, we're done. This
Yeah.
is not rapid fire now.
All right, you're right. You're
What-
right.
What would be the boys' favorite way to hug, or how would they react to a hug?
I feel like I got this on Tumblr. I mean, Al is taller than basically everyone he encounters, unless he meets someone who's really, really, really tall. So he's got the over the shoulder hug. So the cradle your head and pull your head into his titties hug. Seth got that strong hug around your waist because he's a little shorter. So he'll get down there and get you real good, squeeze you real tight, let you know that he's there. Finn is probably like hugging a feather. He's probably like, I don't know, do the awkward, like, where do I put my hands? Does this arm go over the shoulder? This arm go over the, like, what? And then he'll just kind of like put his body up against you and let it happen.
I love that. That's super cute. Okay. Does Finn make his own tea blends?
Yeah. Not only when he's making like knockout potions and
Yeah,
aphrodisiacs.
the knockout. boundaries,
I'm
but-
sure he's just got regular tea.
See here. What type of pets would Alphonse have?
What type of pets would Alphonse have? I don't know. I don't know about Alphonse. The only one that fish. Yeah. The only someone having a pet that feels really right is Seth having a dog. Seth having a dog would make a lot of sense to me, especially like an adopted out of the pound type of dog, maybe like a pit mix or something. I could definitely see that. Oh yes, hello Momiji. Oh god. Oh god. We lived. I'm here.
Are you looking forward to the second season of Beastars? You posted the OP.
I did do that.
He is so far away.
He's
I'm
speaking to us from the great beyond.
I'm here, I promise. Okay, I had to get stuff away from Omiji because she was gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'm eager to watch it. I wasn't like blown away by the first season, but I thought it was very weird and it left an impression on me. And that's more than I can say for like, this might be a little controversial, but for example, Brand New Animal, if we're talking furry anime, Brand New Animal was fine, but nothing stood out to me. It was just the quality I expect from Trigger, both in terms of animation being top tier and the plot being kind of like just a backdrop for them to do cool shit visually. Whereas with Beastars, I screamed "what the fuck" several times for several different reasons. And I think in terms of, especially now that anime is like, there's a lot of anime out there to consume, it has to be different. Something has to grab you. And Beastars did that. Beastars definitely did that. And it was weird. It was for high school animals, was very interesting in terms of like how dark they were willing to go and the themes they were going to touch on. I liked it. That's the thing for me, is like, it has themes. Trigger, I feel like they've rehashed the same theme a lot throughout a lot of their stuff. I've gone into a whole thing about Trigger. I love them. I want them to do more.
They're very self-referential.
Yeah, and I think for me, yeah, Beastars was very interesting. It got my attention. So, yeah.
Okay, Rose and Red asks, would you do any audio of other Pokemon characters like Milo or Pierce? You've done Pierce. But yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, I do want to do some Pierce solo stuff. Part of the problem is that, like, that ship is really sailing at this point. Like, we're pretty beyond the hype train. Not that there has to be like big interest for me to want to go and do a thing. Ma'am, you're headbutting the fucking desk trying to clean yourself. You're gonna get you're gonna get a little kitty concussion. Milo, I've done Milo's voice.
No! Stop.
No!
Stop it.
You've seen what
Go
I've done to
to
bales of
jail.
hay. Just wait till I toss
No.
a salad.
Go directly to fucking jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Literally, and I see a mention of Raihan in the chat. Raihan got ruined for me by overzealous fans who demanded some fucking content, and I hadn't had time to even play. I hadn't even met him in the fucking game, and people were going nuts telling me shit like plot related and just hoisting expectations on me, and I was like, wow, this could be the coolest fucking character ever, and I wouldn't want to voice him because of the way people have tainted my expectations already.
Yeah, and now the chat knows why we keep bopping people for demanding audios. There's a reason for it. Besides
Honestly,
that,
if you want something, submit a script or commission it. And right now, commissions are closed.
Yeah. Yeah, submitting a script is honestly the way to do it. And, like, I know that, like... Yeah.
yeah. I just thought this was a cute comment. Sushi Surfer said, ever since the Christmas series started, my cookie baking has significantly skyrocketed. Thank you, Yuri. Heart emoji.
Dang.
That was adorable. I'm gonna skip around on this a little bit. Okay, this was interesting. Silver Spike asked if the boys were deities, what kind of offerings and symbols would they have? I just love the offerings piece of it because I could think of some funny answers for that. But
Oh, I
thoughts?
mean... You know, open Laffy Taffy wrappers, but the taffy was so...
Sorry.
But only the wrappers that, like, still have some of the taffy stuck. Like, it was a really stubborn piece of taffy. That is definitely gonna get you some Alphons. And some Snow Fairy from Lush. Maybe the bubble gum stuck on the bottom of your shoe. That's how you get Alphons. Seth, dark chocolate, glass of scotch, a sad voicemail that you've left your estranged mother.
No! Go back to the Yuri void. I stole that from chat. Thank you.
Finn, you know, it would be much more akin to trying to make an offering to an actual deity. Minus the, like, dead goats. It'd be more plants and, I don't know.
That's good. I think that's good. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if this is a quick one or not. What would be the boys' primary love language? And for the sake of that, I actually pulled up because I couldn't remember them all off the top of my head. Do you know them all?
I do not remember them all.
Okay, so there's words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, and acts of service.
All right. This is gonna be tricky because you could also categorize in the giving and the receiving end of things, but I'm just gonna, like, in general. Acts of service for Seth, which is reflected in the content. For those who, there was some poor soul that was like, it's all about these boys, but what about listener? And I'm just like, what do you mean, what about listener? Seth is, like, offering his work and really trying to make it clear he's respecting your boundaries. And yeah, I guess he doesn't give a shit, huh? I guess none of that matters. Anywho, so acts of service and physical touch for Seth. I think he melted when Alphonse cupped his cheek.
I melted when that happened. God.
I know when I had the thought in my head, I was like, yeah, and then because I think I might have told Jackie, like, right as it was happening, like, as I was thinking of it, it was like, yeah, so they're like it's at the festival, they're in, like, at the town square in front of the tree, and, like, they're sitting on the bench, and then yeah, what if Al, like, gets down, like, like on his knees to get a good look at Seth, like, eye to eye. And then, like, he's sad and he, like, cups his cheek. And I was just, my brain was just fuming.
As it should.
Al, I'm forgetting what all the love languages are, retaining information is difficult.
No, I know. words of affirmation, because like the thing is, depending on the audio, he falls into different buckets. It feels like.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, because like
yeah.
basically all the boys have to check all the boxes because every audio needs to check.
Yeah, so it's
different
really like, which one do you feel like might be more kind of thing? But yeah, words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving or giving gifts, quality time, and acts of service.
Alphonse, words of affirmation and quality time are probably key. I think maybe here we go. If we want to dig a little, which I know this is all supposed to be rapid fire, but these are pretty good, thought provoking.
No, it's good because we cut off questions a while ago, so we're just about caught up now. So
Okay,
it's good.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think part of where Seth and Alphonse's relationship fell apart, minus the lying and the, oh yeah, run away with me, by the way, we're doing crime now, boy. Aside from all that, was Seth going I'm going to keep secrets and not entirely be forthright and everything. I think that cut off a lot of the words of affirmation, and the lack of that love language getting satiated probably really fed into their falling out. But also, like, Seth was... I haven't gone specifically into what Seth necessarily did to keep Alphonse with him, and I haven't even really figured it out in my head. I know, like, I'm just think of every time you've seen a toxic relationship where someone tries to leave and the other finds ways to make them stay. And it's that. I don't know what flavor it came in, but I've seen it happen in a bunch of different ways. And yeah, I think it was a lot of that. Probably a lot of the guilting. The whole like, oh, we've sacrificed so much, you can't just walk out now, blah blah blah, that type of thing. But yeah, so that's probably part where that went wrong. And also, like, the other time, quality time, well, that was another thing that they probably had very little of back then. Outside of, I've never really gotten into this either, but like, I imagine they had a really shitty, dingy apartment, like in a complex that's really gross. But it had, in its own way, it has its charm. It's like two kids who had no idea what they were doing, and they're playing pretend at being adults, even though they were adults when this happened, but like, they had no clue what they were doing. Like, they're just idiot kids who thought they could just run away from the bullshit of their small town or whatever, and oh, it'll be great, we're together. And like, being together isn't enough. Especially when being together, you end up in your other person's bullshit, and that bullshit happens to be of the illegal sort. And it's also why I like things where he and the listener have done a lot of quality time stuff together. Like, we start chapter 2 with the listener's been over at the shop and his studio in the back decorating for Christmas. And I think stuff like that Alphonse really likes. And like, running the booth back whatever Halloween ago it was, and things like that. So I think maybe subconsciously there is more definition there than I realized, but it is hard when like every boy has to be everything, basically. Whew. I don't know about Finn. But those two I feel I've had enough time with that there's some pretty clear, like, defined things.
I love that though. Here's this like 20-minute breakdown. I don't know if he's cute.
He probably likes it when you like
He likes to
touch.
hug.
Probably. Yeah.
I don't know. He likes to hug and smooch. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I think these ones are quick ones. What kind of Pokemon would Seth and Al have?
Oh gosh, people have. This has been a source of debate before.
There was a full thing on the Discord server where people made multiple teams for both.
I know, and I don't think I was ever a part of that. I don't think I ever got to come in and chime in, but you know, it's pretty. I'm gonna try to think of a specific one Pokemon for them. I think Seth would either have a Pangoro or a Houndoom. Leaning Houndoom. Seth would definitely be a Dark and Steel team. And then Alphonse clearly is, you've got Fairy type, probably Fairy and Ghost. Probably featuring a lot of the Pokemon that are gonna be on my tattoo. I think, who's that? Oh, fuck. What is that one homie? He's like a fucking pink bulldog looking thing.
Snubble.
Yeah, wait, no.
No, not
But that is right. That is correct. That's not the one I'm thinking of. There's another one that's more fluffy. Alright, I'm Googling super quick. Please tell me. It's like it looks like more, there he is. Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who's that Pokemon?
This is literally who's that Pokemon. Oh, you know, Alcremie would be a great Alphonse Pokemon. Where are you at? Why? Wait, why are you at the top but then not named? Oh my god.
That's so rude.
Slurpuff!
Slurpuff.
Slurpuff!
Is that a newer gen one?
I don't know, but it's...
That's adorable.
And it evolves into something too. Slurpuff. What do you... Oh! The shiny is like a chocolate ice cream boy.
Oh my goodness, that one's adorable.
Why do I always forget that Slurpuff exists? Oh, Slurpuff is the evolution. Swirlix is the baby version. That's cute. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. There's a lot of great answers for Alphonse. It could be fucking anything, really, but yeah. Yeah. Finn, oh, is Finn? No, I think this was specifically for Seth and Alphonse. Finn,
You want to answer
I
Finn,
don't,
go
you know,
nuts.
fucking, come on.
Some plant shit.
Some kind of fucking plant. I don't.
What's that sexy plant Pokemon? Where is it?
This,
And then
jeez.
just one out of nowhere, like Ghost or Dark type.
Yeah.
Right? Just one.
Oh
singular one.
no! There's actually a perfect answer for this. The final evolution of the of Rowlet, the archer bird.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I could probably do better than that, but I like that it blends the. It blends.
Bland.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. Get me off of the Star Wars kick, man.
No,
Oh,
because I'm
yeah,
on
like-
it.
We have more movies to watch.
We
We're
do.
doing
When do
it.
we have time? I'm sorry, chat. You're just now a part of this.
You're in it.
When do we have time to watch episode 3?
I'm available pretty much. It depends on. So there's next week, or alternatively, we could do after work stuff. I'm pretty free most of this week through next week, honestly. So it really just depends on y'all.
Yeah. Anytime after I'm back from Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah. For chat. Hi. I, Thea, had not seen a single Star Wars anything until about a few weeks ago when Sue and Yuri and others have decided that we're going to marathon everything.
Yeah. And we've been doing it mostly in release order. So we started with A New Hope, the original trilogy, and then we watched Rogue One. We're now making our way through the prequels. We're on episode 3. Then we're gonna do Solo, and then the new trilogy, and then Mando. That's the plan. There's a lot, but it's good. Yeah, we haven't even talked about trying to get into Clone Wars or Rebels or anything, because there's a lot. There's so much.
Yeah, that I feel like we need to just watch a good like like a good lore video.
Because it's a lot. Because there's definitely some things that get referenced that, but it's all good. But yeah, definitely no spoilers, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel Star Wars fans can also be Star Trek fans. I don't get how there's like a rivalry between those two fandoms.
Yeah, I am a Star Trek fan, and I am enjoying Star Wars. So
yeah, I don't.
They're different vibes.
It's completely different. Completely different. Like, it's not.
Yeah, Jacobino.
Ow! Why am I itchy? All right, we got any?
Let's see here. Jaded, I'm pretty sure we did answer. Yeah, there was a few questions of yours that were answered earlier. That was it. That's all I had. The rest of them were kind of like really niche, and I didn't think at this point it would take too long to answer them, kind of things. So.
Nice. I wonder if there's any. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can drop to like end the stream with a bang, but I don't think.
Do you want to sing Feliz Navidad?
No, I want to show the wide shot. I know what I'll do. For hanging out this long, I give y'all a teaser of the next audio.
Oh.
Teaser.
I give teaser. And then I go. Here you go. Teaser. I'll leave that up for a hot second.
I'm so excited. The little Mothman on the stocking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're seeing your dashboard.
Oh, right. I'm a fool. All right. I wanted to read chat. I'm sorry. I fucking clicked away. Holy shit. Oh, that's funny. Well, I'm sure chat's going crazy, and then they were like, why did you click away? Well, I wish I could enjoy this with you all, but...
Yes. There's a lot of screaming about the fort.
Yeah.
Okay, either I'm bad at building forts, but how are those lights staying on? There's probably a plug in the back, and they just snake it up the back. Some clips. It's fine.
Fucking magic, bro. What are you asking?
It's the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, it's the fucking Christmas spirit. Where's yours?
No, it's Al on the inside holding them up.
Oh my god.
Only.
Oh,
He's got long limbs. He could totally could do that. He's very long. Fort Bittersweet. Oh my god. This is cute.
It's a good time. It's a very good time. Everybody, that's why I'm always laughing when people are like, fucking, why do you hurt us? Like, I'm not gonna hurt you for Christmas. After Christmas, you might be in trouble, but I'm not gonna hurt you for Christmas.
Can I request angst for my birthday?
You could. I think that'll check out when the time comes. Yes, I mean, I'm not gonna be cheeky. Yes, that is the listener's house. No, we're now shifting gears. These are other characters in a different place. It just happens to be a thing.
It's Derek's house.
What a twist.
Dun dun dun. He's in the basement. We took over.
I would never foreshadow anything in my life. I would never do that. Anywho, great talk, great stream. Thank you everyone for all the love and good times. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? What happens when the show's over? What happens?
You wanna watch episode 3?
I don't know. I saw that
It's
we
a
might
little
do a little runny through a dungeon.
Ooh, Denty running. I have not been checking the server.
I thought about showing everybody the update to the Free Company house, but I really don't want to fuck with resizing my screen.
Yeah.
We'll do that when we have the basement done too.
Yeah. 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 I am in heck. I am in Final Fantasy heck. All right.
It's worth it.
Thank you,
Pay for it.
chat. Take care of yourselves. I might do something before Christmas, but with how much work I have to do, with how tired I am, I wouldn't count on it. Before the end of the year, though, there will be something probably. Maybe. I'm making no promises. I'm haphazardly setting half-assed expectations, as I am prone to do. Have a good night. Take care.